Our eyes open on a sunrise. High above the towers of the City Council mausoleum, we follow the pure white plumage of a spectral bird as it slaloms between the spires. It makes a loop or two, almost hesitating on its destination. Then suddenly, something seems to grab its attention. As it descends, it starts to become much, much more tangible, all of its spectral nature vanishing, rendering it most mundane. As it lands on a window sill, our point of view follows its gaze and enters an office. I will shift ping you. A young woman seems to be worked up in a tizzy as she addresses the counselor. I have been knocking on every door of every relevant seat of the council. This is a crisis. The people are afraid. It's this kind of pressure. If it continues too long, mistakes will be made. Talking about the Preservation League. They are fear-mongering and poisoning the minds of an already terrified populace. I mean, really? A city council army inside the walls? We're not ink, for fuck's sake! Sorry for my language. Speaking of ink, they've had quite the opinions on the situation. Gracefully offered their aid, too. Of course they did. It would be a massive foothold in Libra. Please tell me you haven't accepted. I do not intend to invite another government to bring their law in our streets, no. Thank God. Sorry I spoke out of turns, Counselor. You're fine. It is a stressful situation, and you're at the front line. Barely. The inner city councilor is not giving the rest of the ministry anything to work with. We just manage blindly. Strange. He turns around from the window. I will try to call my peers concerning this crisis. Perhaps I have been too distant lately. They might need my support. This is more than I got all day, so I'll take it. I have a more personal favor to ask for, Chancellor. Your sister, I assume? Yes. She stopped talking to me after Vega died, and I doubt she's staying put with all of this going on. She was close to him? As close as any of his self-proclaimed disciples could get. I'm very worried, Chancellor. I cannot do much, but if she is operating close to any of the walls, I might at least be capable to find her location. Thank you, Counselor. I appreciate it. Anything for a descendant, Deshi. And please, call me Abel. Right. Thank you, Abel. I'll go back to my ministry, I guess. I'm sure the files have been piling up. Good luck, Deshi. The young woman waves and leaves the office. A moment passes in pure silence. Then the oldest ghost to haunt this place reaches for his phone and calls his secretary. Yes, Bertram. I know, thank you. Could you do me a favor and get the Preservation League on my private line? The bird takes flight, and our vision fades. Within our blindness, a voice echoes. An old woman, unknown of us so far. All right, well. Let's see if has been spent well. What did you retain of the lesson?
The first punishment was in response to corpsehood. Not just the creation of them, as originally they were produced by necromancers as laborers, servants for hard labor and menial tasks that they viewed as beneath them. It was only once they discovered how to raise the person, not just the corpse, that it started. They are a horde, a flood, like a swarm of locusts that wash over the battlefield to wipe out sapient life from existence. They are never alone. They are incapable of showing mercy. The second punishment was in response to skeletons. While the first are comparable to foot soldiers, the second are juggernauts. Massive in size, they seek to break down the walls that city-states have managed to build between themselves and the world at large. Behemoths and battering rams, they require considerable offensive capabilities to hinder, let alone harm. The third punishment was in response to ghosthood. Rarely seen on the battlefield, but always felt. They act as tacticians and generals, orchestrating the first and second to draw order from their chaos. The first flank and break through lines at their behest. The second seek out faults and gates of a barrier rather than throwing themselves mindlessly until one or the other breaks. The third will only ever be found at the back lines of an attack, and there is only ever one spotted at a time if they are spotted at all. Each of them is his instrument to wield, direct and distinct responses in the face of human defiance against the lesson we must learn. They will not relent until each human being has been brought before him to be judged, or until the lesson has been learned and we can once again live as immortals as we once did before the fall.
Within the dark, something seems to shift. And a different voice comes to our ears, a familiar one. Are you sure about this? As our point of view fades in, I wish we shift ping you.
Yeah, it's only temporary. Hopefully. She kind of folds her arms over her chest, doesn't really meet anyone's gaze.
Well, I will certainly try to keep an eye on it, but I'm sure I don't have to tell you that, or more specifically, I'm sure you already know that this is not the most secure location for it.
Yes, but also I highly doubt that anyone's going to be looking for my brain here.
It just... She looks down at the crate, the device with what's left of you in it, taken into just a storage with amidst a bunch of bottles and other things that would go down in the bar eventually. It feels so undignified.
There's a brief moment, this bitter laugh just kind of breaks out of her for half a second. Dignity's the last thing I need to worry about right now. It'll be fine.
6-6B's gaze fixates on B for a moment and then moves over to Madison. I have a question. Madison does not know what William told us the other session, right? We did not
Nope.
fill her in, right?
No idea.
Okay. So the reason of why we're moving it out is just that makes sense. 6-6B.
She is basically like blindly accepted that was a thing that B wanted. It has decided to respect her wishes.
Yeah, exactly. 6-6B is going to similarly just smile and go, yes, right now it is certainly for the best. At least for now. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
You fucking say that, and like you get this.
Listen, if I wind up with the quiet objective accomplishment of setting Madison on William's ass, life will be that much better.
Oh my god!
Well,
B over here just.
Sorry, go on.
No, I'll just be over here, just like, I want as little noise about any of this as possible. 6-6B just like, but like, what about
Everything is
a little
okay.
Well, I'll have you know that I will exercise my free will and worry about it, but I will also respect our friend's wishes.
Thank you, Madison. Genuinely, I appreciate this.
Of course. Anything for a friend. As the three individuals fall into an awkward silence, probably thinking about what to do next, our point of view fades away to return on a very different scene. Christian, and you're here?
Yeah.
You find yourself in familiar territory, accompanied by a freshly hardened individual. You reported what you needed to report to him, but then came the thing that you expected, maybe even what you wanted. He said the exact words you predicted. Well, with all of this happening, we probably have to report to Talk the Fuck.
And with that, when that was said to me at the time, I simply went with the sigh of a man that is pretending he does not want to do something. Yes, well, I suppose so. Didn't expect to be back in the game like this. But let's go.
When you say this, he actually puts a hand on your shoulder and sort of tells you, it's the trap of the life. You can never really leave it.
Suppose so. And then...
You make your way into Tug the Fox's domain. And as always, here's the problem, or the good thing, perhaps, with Tug the Fuck, is that Tug the Fuck does not talk to people in private.
Mm-hmm.
Or it's like weird. In this space, everyone's in on it. This is a community. A community that he has managed to weaponize. Everyone knows that when two people talk in hushed tones, you don't listen. And if you try, then you will probably be called out by one of the various people that respect the rules in this area.
Yes, of course.
In this way, he managed to make himself a nice little fort made out of flesh instead of stone.
It'd be really suspicious if you walk to the side and ask someone to talk to you privately.
Mm-hmm. So as a result, here's the issue. He's just in here somewhere. Find him.
All right. Stepping. I've already found him, but
lovely.
Benj will take a second, look across the way, and then you know what? Hey, good morning.
This ghost sort of turns around. Oh, good morning.
Have you seen Tuck?
Oh, Start to think about it. Last time I saw him, he was talking to some of the vendors to the east.
Ah, of course. Nods my head, walks over this way, takes in the district slightly as we go, kind of walking back in this direction. He checks across and he sighs as he kind of waits and rounds the corner, and he resolves himself to check one thing before he walks up. He wants to check Tuck's mood. As he peeks around the corner and sees him, hat down low.
What the fuck do you mean it didn't come in today? It's just, I can't control it, boss. It's literally just, that's what they told me. Then get the fuck back there and tell them to get it in today. It's not that, it's a bit complicated, boss. Like, you know, it's a very subtle contact. I don't fucking care if it's a subtle contact. You just fucking get in there and you get them to fucking get it in today. We need it today. Go. Out. Right, boss. You too, go. Okay, have him. Yes, sure, boss.
I turn around. He's in a good mood.
Can't fucking believe this shit. What does a man have to do to have fucking good business in this fucking town?
I step around the corner exactly on cue, tip my hat. Good morning, Tuck.
Oh, good. Fucking looked at you. You look at this 5'3" little frail old man that looks up at you through thick glasses that you could probably not see without.
I kind of nod my nod my head as I turn over. I'm just like, in the district, we have something important to talk about. I kind of nod over to Welch, who is obviously way too pale to be well right now.
Yes, seems like it. The fuck happened to you? Complications, boss. Yeah, I would imagine so. Well, welcome to the club, I guess.
I stop and I'm not going to waste our time. I'll just tell you how it happened.
Oh, thank fucking God, that's one person this fucking morning.
I'm going to state how, in a specific way, how he was doing his job. He got shot by like an assassin. Don't know who did that and all that stuff. But then, when I'm going to do that and transition to the side as I bring up, and then the main thing, beyond just the strangeness of what happened there during one of our operations, there was also the fact that our operation got ambushed by those thugs, the ones that are giving you trouble now. We have an update on that. It was Peter. He fucked us.
He sort of looks at you up and down, a little incredulous at first, but then sees that you and Welch are very serious.
I reach into my coat pocket and I hold out what is like the USB and I toss it over to him basically. Really, not like aggressively, just like an, just underhand toss.
Fucking immediately perfect reflexes, catches it. What's the fuck on this?
Recording, admittance, and the attempt on Welch's life a second time from Peter. On top of that, I have some more information on how the other families have attempted to manipulate affairs to get things. He said, kind of like, to manipulate you against the other families.
So, he kind of looks at Welch. That's the mole you were talking about? Yes, boss. It is. Well, I'm fucking glad that I'm having some proof now. Gonna be honest, I didn't quite like getting to fucking war with the other families that we were just talking to based on just the, the feels of one of my subordinates. I hope you appreciate the fact that I trust you this much. I do, boss. I really do. He points to you with the USB thumbstick bench.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. You have more things to say.
Okay. Fuck. Okay. Actually, can I leave this part out? But Bryn, can we cut the
Ooh,
back?
okay. We could
Yeah,
cut.
and we'll give you that later. I think that's a great. Bench nods, and then he prepares to talk more, and then we cut right there.
And then we cut right there. Our vision fades away to once again cut back in on a very different scene. I will shift ping you. It's relatively easy to chase him down. He never really moves away from this place unless he has something very important to do. And usually he sends a message when that is the case. There was none of those today, so you find him easily.
This is fine. It's fine. Fine. She stops. There's the instinct to raise a hand to knock on the door, and she just stops herself and very quietly just says, "May I come in?"
Hi, B, of course. A controlled answer. It seems that even after the reveal, he is still trying to keep some degree of normality, although you're pretty sure he already knew you were in the hallway.
Oh, she knows. Okay. Actually, would you go on a walk with me?
Oh, of course. You hear him sort of move around his room and then open the door. Where would you like to go?
Just. She tries to find the words that are not condemning, just outside.
It's instant. He knows what you mean immediately, but he doesn't really make note of it or raise a stink about it. Is only understanding on his face as he nods and starts to follow you, as always. I will get you on the map. I will admit that I appreciate going outside a little bit. I would say I love the fresh air, but we are underground.
Well, it's hard to say anymore. She just kind of lets that hang in the air. She stops and just kind of settles onto the edge. Her hand traces over the top of the water, and there's a brief moment where she just tries to remember what it would feel like against her skin. Tries to find some memory within that to settle whatever is happening in her. So, as I'm sure you are aware, I have removed myself from the church.
I have noticed, yes. I obviously, in matters of security, would not recommend it, but I think I understand why you did it.
She almost flinches a little bit, just ever so slightly. Takes a moment and dips the fingers into the water. There's no displacement, there's no ripple, it's just a projection through the fountain. I think that maybe me staying somewhere else for just a bit might. She pauses and shakes her head. I think it would be best for me to find lodgings elsewhere for a time. Give me some space to exist without fearing what that implies for other parties. And perhaps give you some space without that interference.
He kind of sighs, his face unchanging. I would rather you do this exclusively for yourself, but it would be, in a strange way, selfish of me to ask you to. But know that I am glad that you're moving back into the world. I think it's a good thing.
Right. Of course. And if she pauses and very visibly tries to find something, the right words, the right way to present this, and then just shakes her head a bit. Perhaps after a bit we can reconvene and have whatever conversation needs to be had. Decide how to proceed from there.
Of course. Whatever you need.
She glances back over at him. This isn't just... She shakes her head. This is also a decision for you, William, regardless of whether or not you want it to be. The situation, it can't allow for you to be a passive party in this.
He sort of looks down at the water and looks back at you. Being an active party has become difficult over time. My own emotions, my own sense of self is diluted within torrents of emotions from the various people that visit the church. These feelings, they do not disappear immediately. They linger within my walls. At this point in time, it is perhaps difficult for me to know what I want. A roundabout way to say that I suppose that I appreciate your efforts, especially right now. I can't say that I have a clearer head as I am outside. The link is not that shallow, but I do appreciate your efforts. I really do.
Well, as someone very dear once told me, I can only show respect by not trying to sway you one way or the other.
Sort of chuckles. I am glad the lessons are bearing fruit, I suppose.
It bears something at least.
I wish you luck, Beatrice, in all of your endeavors. You will always have a place within the church if you need it.
I know.
And before you go, I just want you to know that I have never pried.
Yes. I know you didn't. For now, I will figure things out on my end, and hopefully things will calm at least a bit without me there all the time.
He sort of he looks to the side. It's something that could be interpreted as him just thinking, processing, but you know him enough at this point that this is him sort of just keeping something away. It doesn't take much for your instincts to pick that up and realize, well, with all of the Gate 4 shit happening, it's probably not going to be less tumultuous.
She is so fucking aware of that, but it literally at this point there's no way to nullify any of this. This is her doing what she can with her shit for damage control. That is all she can fucking hope for right now. She watches him. Are you sure that this is something you want to share with them?
Not yet. An important thing I have discovered with this circumstance of mine is to test people's sincerity before I reveal it.
You don't think that District 4 is sincere?
I think they are, and I hope they are. But if my suspicions are correct, whatever they're doing is so big that it might shift their priorities somewhat. Nephilim is a good man. But even good men can find themselves corrupted in the face of change.
Even without corruption, good men can do very stupid things.
He smiles a bit wider at you. Yes, I would know nothing about that, though.
You bitch! You bitch! That's me. Peter doesn't say shit.
The camera zooms away.
Laugh track.
Laugh track.
I love him
Damn.
so much.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
he's
kill
so
him.
good.
Fully aware of where he is.
Oh my
I'm gonna
god.
strangle this man with my big hands.
Once again, our vision zooms away through the streets of Gate 13 and land on once again a very different scene. I will shift being you.
Yes!
Yes, welcome back to Fold Family Clan. Yes, welcome back to Libra. Big reports needs to be done from Ink Voyage, but for later. For now, grab gun as gift for return.
Snatch Greyfield sort of moves out of the way as these two sort of move the crate closer to the three rats. Immediately, two of them fucking go in there, try to grab the best ones.
No, mine! I want best one! You move side! I was patient! I stayed in back! You have to stop and let me take thing now! I'm in first, no!
Give me a roll to fight the other rat. Oh, you get pushed back, and you get one of the shittier guns as fucking one of them gets like a full-on rifle, and the other one gets the equivalent of an SMG.
Stupid ass pistol boy.
Stupid ass pistol boy. They immediately sort of like
Mine! Alright, calm down!
he sort of like does like a weird gesture to fucking try to like settle down the fight going on.
Alright, so, big info news for you guys. Coming in here, just so you know.
He takes out essentially a data pad, which immediately it's interesting. Immediately as he does so, all of the rats do as well. It's a very practiced thing.
Here's location of Big Family Clan stronghold. Not finished yet, but still pretty comfy. You can get there whenever you need to.
And he sends a message to all of you. You get on your datapad essentially coordinates within the catacombs of a place that seems like it's distant from everything. It doesn't feel like it matters much in the architecture of things, but apparently he has something going on in there. And he immediately goes,
All right, info news number 2. We have infiltration spy traitor around. Be very careful. Be very careful. If anyone acts weird, report directly to Mimi. Can take spy traitors big guns. Yes, can take spy traitors big gun. If you find him first, then the reward for you. Where were you yesterday? Where were you yesterday?
fight the rat.
I stop yet. He fucking punches me and I fall back like.
I keep eyes on you, yes. Keep eyes on you, yes. My eyes on both of you, yes. Stop stupidity right now. Obviously, no traitor here. You're from Ink. Is you traitor someone weird, doesn't know our ways? Yes. Said weird
stop.
things like, oh, you should go check it out yourself, boss, and stuff like that. Be careful, language weird. Talk stupid, like all of these non-rats, stupid folk out there. Stupid folk, rat skin wear bones. All right. You got what you need. Now skitter scatter. Go find things.
Everyone starts to scatter. The camera sort of stays on Snatch Greyfilth as he turns towards Scrit and Scrat and kind of goes,
Right. Back to Stronghold Fortress. Gotta fortify it real good for future plans.
as the camera moves back to a different individual over here, away from prying eyes.
Go inside. Okay. I check my phone, and then I start heading off to the nearest location where I might find my compatriots. I stop, look around. Where did my hat go? I step back inside for a moment, then find it on the floor with some other shit, and I'm like, ah, God.
The camera follows you through the streets as you make your way towards a location that you agreed upon by you and your compatriots.
There we go. Yeah. Cool. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Is all going well?
Yes. How about things on your end?
Stops a bit, just kind of. Yes, I've got the location of where the rats have set themselves up, along with having gone and talked to Tuck.
They turn and look. And the rats have set themselves up somewhere other than
Yes.
the church.
Yes, it seems they've given up on trying to take the torch for now. Instead, they've set up in some nook in the middle of nowhere in the catacombs.
I see. Well, how high is the catacombs visit on our itinerary for today?
I'll probably be visiting there at some point. I did promise Dusk to help figure out their scouting route.
Very well. If it is all right, I would like to take the opportunity to speak to Lauren Briggs directly.
Yes, I see. Is this something you wish to do alone?
Not necessarily. They say it is up to you.
I think there could be some value of me coming along.
Their face splits into a smile. You are both more than welcome. Afterwards, similarly, I wanted to go speak to Charlotte Barlow. Their eyes open and twitch over to B. If you would come along for that.
Yeah.
She doesn't quite smile, but there is a little bit of a lightning in the way that she floats. She perks up just a tiny bit. That actually sounds nice.
Yes, based on the situation, I was thinking about getting out ahead of the disasters that are currently enclosing on our district. I hope to speak to Charlotte before anything happens.
Probably for the best. As for Briggs, did you actually have a plan for how to approach her?
More or less. Their armor creaks for a second, raising and lowering. Right now, we actually have a mutual point of interest. At the very least, preventing any bloodshed that might spread to our district. Her MO matches making individuals involved with the project disappear. If Charlotte becomes involved, her name is an easy addition to the list. I want to speak to her before a pact is reached with Leon Smith, so that if they are going to do their corporate violence. It happens somewhere remotely. He is not yet here. He is not yet set up. That is not our problem yet. I love the Knight's Code. CEOs aren't people.
Correct. B looks and kind of tilts her head a little bit. I mean, I was talking about Briggs, but good
yes.
to know.
For Briggs. No, this is what I wanted to discuss with her directly. Talking about Leon Smith, etc., hoping that she goes in that direction. Briggs has been described as a bloodhound. I figured we would point her at a scent that isn't our district. There's a secondary issue, though. Peter Moss is here currently, with his offer of a lot of money.
Really? I see. Does he need to be distracted? And what is his offer?
66P is catching you guys up on the money.
You have a copy of this contract.
Yes.
May I take a look?
They'll pass it along.
You'll look someone at this and be like, all right, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Well, what we got here, Bryn?
It's a very classic Nosgorov type fucking runner contract. You would essentially turn yourselves into, essentially hitmen. Do the fucking thing for him. It seems to be something about more than murder or anything like that. It seems to be more sabotage. But again, classic Nosgorovian thing. It's the kind of thing of you may do things as you please, but just remember that if you get caught, none of this ever existed. You don't know me, I will deny everything.
I love how the contract only exists if we're good, and if we're bad, it ceases to be a thing.
Yes, it ceases to be a thing completely.
Fascinating.
In this version of the contract, again, you've seen this many a times before. He offers to pay you after the job is done. It's the classic thing for these type of contracts to secure the client in the sense of if you fail, again, the contract doesn't exist. There was no transfer of money or anything like that. However, you from experience know that runners tend to negotiate that a little bit and usually can get a sort of half and half situation going on.
Yeah,
if you
that would
press
be
for it
B's
hard enough.
immediate suggestion of just I'm not doing this for free. Fuck that.
It's really telling about Nosgorov that their contract is literally an immersive sim in terms of the terms. No, you can do this anyway, specifically as long as the objective is complete. And
as long as the objective is complete and it cannot be traced back to me. That is a clause in the contract. They are cutting off any information. If you manage to not leak anything, etc. It's definitely the thing of there's even a bonus in for you if you manage to do this essentially kind of the ghost way in terms of if it's discreet, if nothing can be traced back to you or him, there's a nice bonus for you.
And if
I
you
don't know
collect
if he wants
2,000
our
points-
ghost way.
Yeah. Yes, that was passed my way, and I will admit the amount of money was quite appealing.
That is something that I should note. The full clock of money, that's before the bonus.
Oh, God, I hate rich people.
Well then, all right. And I suppose the terms of this sabotage are left after accepting it, correct?
I believe that is the case. He said, don't worry about it. It's all taken care of. All you have to do is sign the contract. Just sign it. Just a little sign and you get all
Yeah,
this
it's definitely one of those
money.
it's definitely one of those fucking things. Again, you've seen that before, where no extra information will be disclosed until you agree to do the job. But thankfully, and that's kind of like one of the very few saving graces of the rudder lifestyle, since they only kind of like pay you after, if you take that offer, you can also never do the job, and like it's fine. That's kind of the risk when you negotiate for having money before you do the job, is that as a result you have signed the contract and you will be expected to do something. Or like more so than like if you just didn't get any money. It's not even a matter of like legality or anything like that. It's literally like put in the contract as the fucking the client may take action upon you if you don't do the thing after you got the money.
Action.
Which,
that's so
in your
cute.
experience means fairly well equipped death squad.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, if you wish to negotiate further with Peter Moss, I'd say absolutely go for it. It is an appealing offer. Above table. Seems like a good match for somebody with a multitude of different disguises and personas who could potentially discard one in case this makes a negative political alliance.
I would agree.
In character, 66B is Stoopy.
No,
How
absolutely.
dare you?
Smartest bean.
Smartest.
How
cloud
do they
of
know
smoke.
that?
I do have one that would be perfect for this.
Ah, lovely. So,
I will ask a question.
Yeah.
Bryn,
Yes.
do you have someone that would be do you have a generic that you think would be pretty copper market themed, since we're going up to talk to Peter?
Oh, let me look at it. Let me look at my character.
I'd like to canonize Brian Forte on stream now.
Oh,
let's
Brian
go!
Forte. Let's see. Very copper market themed. I have the Pog for Ricky G.
Honestly, it might be enough.
Yeah, there's like those individuals with like lipstick around Tuck the Fox domain that had a very like upper crust vibe.
Oh yeah. These guys. Yeah. Yeah, I can have one
There's
of those
some
for you. Hold on.
fancy.
Let me
Fancy.
copy that for you. I need to find you again. There you are. Someone like this.
Oh yeah.
You know what? That's perfect.
Oh my god,
Okay.
I love this guy.
Time to put
Let
my
me-
hair
let
into an
me-
oversweep and then paste over my mustache.
Yeah. Let me give you represents bench. Here you go.
What personality do you have in mind for this, Christian? I'm so curious.
You'll wait and see.
Oh, thank God.
I'm going to in which case there's a bit of work to be done as we talk over details, and then you watch as Bench gets some stuff together. He's like, puts this on, like,
All right. I'm going to talk to him and try to see if we can work something out in a way that does not get any of us in trouble.
That would be great. He's like, I assume your disguise isn't fully on. You're like combing your hair
Yes,
and like doing the
yes,
makeup
yes,
and stuff.
yes.
66B is like that would be great if I could leave that to you.
Are you?
Okay.
What is the matter?
Your mustache is disappearing.
I'm sorry. This must be hard for you. I'll get going. Good luck
Yes.
with Charlotte, and then
Okay.
yeah.
he nods his head and steps off.
66B like looks down at their hands and like genuinely has a long think about this.
They just got a little pat from me.
And then 66B turns over to B and is like, do you have any interest in going along with bench? They repeat a few times, staring after where he went.
You got an echo in there?
Maybe.
To be entirely honest, the less that I deal with Peter Moss, the better. Also, if you do want to speak with Briggs, She pauses and makes a little bit of a face. It's kind of hard to really parse what that emotion is. It seems to be a mix of something. I've technically been invited for drinks by her.
I see, huh? I suppose that would be more convenient than going through any of... Yes, if that works for you.
She shrugs. Just like very non-committal, just like, yeah, sure.
Excellent. I think the sooner we handle this, probably the better. And, based on how things can potentially go with her, Peter Moss may also similarly disappear. So it's probably good that Bench is handling that right now.
And above table, I kind of love the idea of you guys going to talk to Briggs without me, because something about us meeting and talking to each other seems like a bad idea. You can't let us too near each other. We're too similar.
I also like the idea of you coming in, potentially during it.
Potentially.
If you wanna tag yourself into a scene, maybe do like a plus in chat to be like,
Oh yeah,
I
absolutely.
will withhold my
That's a good idea.
plus if I think an aggressive approach will be good for her based off how the conversation goes.
Thumbs up.
But otherwise,
Sick.
yeah. Uninvited guest at the restaurant.
perfect.
Very nice.
Love that. So then, in that case, do we want to follow Bench with Peter
That makes
first?
sense.
That makes
Yeah.
sense. Let's do that after you call Briggs.
Oh, fantastic.
Just to like set up
Why?
the date, one might say. because here's why I'm doing this is because she gave her number to
Yeah.
Bench and B.
Yep.
66B is an unknown to her, so it's like I'm excited to see how you're gonna convince her.
So stepping
Oh,
on
no,
character a little bit.
We're RPing it. No, we're RPing it.
Oh god. Okay.
Thank God.
So, if you'd like, I technically have her number. You have a phone. You dial her. I tell her that I'm interested in taking her up on drinks, and then see if it's all right. Should we mention you? Maybe not. I mean,
66B just has this expression, offers no input, and then watches your face journey.
It is a journey. She's very, after a while, she just stops looking at your expression because it's clearly making whatever's going on in her head worse. But then she just starts getting in her own head, and she starts talking herself in circles and just like second guessing and being like, oh god, like, is this a stupid plan? Why am I even doing this? What am I doing here? Like, that's the vibe that's going on. Just like, maybe it's just best if I can just say, oh, by the way, I ran into my friend, or I can just be like, oh yeah, they're just like my fucking purse that I keep with me at all times. Or so, I don't fucking. This is stupid. Everything is stupid.
Ah, yes, Miss Briggs, would you mind coming to drinks with me? Don't worry, I have my manservant with me.
All things considered, I think that is a good idea in that you do need my assistance to hold the phone. I think it's fine. I think you could just say that. Yes, I want to go to drinks at a local place.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yep, there's no reason to make it more complicated. Everything's too complicated. Just dial.
Okay.
She makes like waving motions.
Mid dialing, just like, unless she makes it more complicated, which
Nope, don't. Just
based
dial.
on what I've heard is
Nope,
potentially
stop.
I'm calling.
We're not. No.
You dial her up. I have a question for you, 66B.
Yes.
Since you're the one holding the phone, do you do anything extra to this phone, or do you just dial it up normal?
I think we'll just. God. Yeah. No. We're gonna peek through. We're gonna peek through. We're nosy bitches.
Nosy bitches.
Fascinating. Okay.
Yeah.
So you dial her up
Yeah.
by sticking the phone in your neck.
Yes.
Subtly.
Subtly.
Roll to die for me.
Yes. Let's fucking go. That's a 10.
Choose a color and roll to do.
Let's go. Let's go.
Lovely.
Oh my god.
Red calls, we're going to dinner.
We're going for high.
Dinner. All of this is something that happens within your mind before she even speaks. You go in, you find yourself having to stop in your peeking of her location
Oh.
because you realize that something on the other end is doing the exact same thing you're doing. A presence within the digital sphere. Something very akin to you. An eye that you don't want to be seen by, instinctively.
See, man, this is why I don't call her on my phone, man. Fuck that, baby.
Oh boy. Okay, 66B's got to make a call at this point. Oh boy.
With that 22, I will
Yeah.
tell you, you managed to notice this before anything happens, so you can essentially pull out before she notices you. Or, I guess, whatever is on the other side notices you.
Okay. So here's what 66B is gonna do. In that split second of noticing first, they are going to intentionally so it's basically like call going through. There are two people. We're playing Mario Kart Double Dash right now on this phone call. It's B and 66B, and then it's Lauren and whatever this unknown presence is. 66B is going to make the phone call and basically do the classic okay, if data moves over is almost like a current, gonna let that current go, let B and Lauren connect, and then is going to intentionally flag to the side whatever this other presence is first before the presence hops in like a hey, I'm over here. Like I see you seeing me. Doing
I see.
doing that before anything else happens as a yo, I noticed you first. Calm, chill, over here. Tap on the shoulder, let's go to the side.
So here's what happens. So here's
Yeah.
what happens when she picks up the phone.
Yeah.
What you hear before her usual, and any polite conversation or presentation or whatever. Oh, well, aren't you interesting?
I assure you, I am little more than B's purse.
Okay.
There is nothing interesting about what I am doing or what I'm about to say. Beatrice, however, has some very interesting things to say to you.
This is so fucking important. Does B hear any of
No,
this?
100% behind the scenes. Just, I assure you, I'm nobody interesting. Anyway, she wants to talk. Let's, and then B, 66B will lean in with. I'm sure she has an invitation for a delightful occasion. Oh, so thank you for calling me interesting.
I'm gonna die. hear like a hello at all?
Well, after 6B says this, definitely you hear the actual voice coming in, going, "Hello. Well, who might this be? I don't recognize this number."
And at that point, the point that she speaks, intentionally releases my hold and presence on the phone, letting whatever she is using to peek through. She can see where we are. It's fine. We're inviting her to the district anyway. And like again, flagging we're intentionally doing this. Of like, no, it's fine.
Roll to die.
Oh,
Let's
God.
go. It's a bad
Okay.
roll.
It's a bad roll. Something is definitely poking at the edge of your mind.
Oh.
It's subtle, and not that like it doesn't impose itself on you, but you can definitely like feel it sort of like attempting some form of connection. But something seems to like block it or like going wrong. Like it's not like doing the right thing for you specifically.
As this happens again, over the connection, this will just be happening as B talks to Lauren. As this presence starts poking 66B, whenever they feel the presence of it, again, over the connection, they're going to flare their smoke up, and it's going to be the effect of ow, ow, ow. like a, I notice you're doing this, oof. Oof, 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 and they will repeat this as the conversation carries on.
Gotcha.
I love
So,
this.
B, how do you respond
Hang on.
to the who might you be?
Who might this be?
I need to take all of that and just dump it out of my brain because B doesn't know fucking any of this is happening.
66B just made a phone call. It's very normal.
66B just made a phone call. Anyways, I'm fine. B takes a moment. Hi, is this Miss Briggs?
It is. Let's see. Can I guess who you are based on your voice? Is this perhaps Miss Beatrice that I met not long ago?
Yeah. I just
Oh.
was wondering if. Is he? Are they flaring like IRL or is it
Like a slight amount? They are giving you the vibe of a cat that is being pet in a way that they do not like.
the tail is flicking and they're a little puffy?
They're a little puffy.
Oh my god. She like starts to say something, glances over, frowns a little bit. I was just wondering if you wanted to go for that drink you offered. I know it hasn't really. I don't know if there's some kind of pauses, frowns a little at 66B
Oh.
time frame that would work best, but
Well, I will say I am very excited to meet a new friend, so I can make some time for you.
Oof.
Stairs. Yeah, that sounds nice. There's a little local bar, Bittersweet Limbo, nearby. I hope you don't mind. Accessibility is a little difficult for me.
That makes a lot of sense. Can you give me the address? I will get it on the GPS.
She will provide address.
You provide.
Out loud.
B just like mouths what the fuck.
66B makes a gesture of like, carry on, everything is normal.
She squints harder.
Wonderful. Well, I can make it there somewhat shortly, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that would be fine. I will meet you there.
Wonderful. Anyone else that I should be aware of?
60 points to themselves repeatedly.
Yes, I usually am with someone just for, again, accessibility, convenience. My friend 66B will be coming with me, if that's all right.
Of course, no issue at all. Again, I'm very excited to make new friends.
66B, hearing that, is going to turn directly towards where the camera is facing dead down from roll 20 and wave.
B looks over at them and looks over at the camera, looks over at them. Just like, seriously? But that's the look. I will see you then. Yep.
Of course. See you then. Ta-ta! And she hangs up, and with her hanging up, the presence fades.
Okay, it's gone.
What the fuck was that?
There was something. You know how I can look through devices?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there was another one. Somebody was doing that. She was doing that, maybe?
What? Holds up like both hands, but like a single finger, just like, hang on. Just like, all right, hold on. Someone was doing the you thing with the, she gestures at her neck, but
yes.
on her end.
On her end, it didn't seem like she was able to interface with me directly, but she was definitely peering through the technology. I heard her voice directly. That's quite the talent. Very cool. They say complimenting themselves. Which makes a lot of sense about how she was able to immediately track the intrusion. Yes, that makes perfect sense. Also makes her deeply, deeply dangerous. Also, she might be able to peer through my phone in the future, which is, that's a risk, but good news. I can sense when that's happening.
Can you prevent it?
I didn't try this time. But the sounds of discomfort it fully integrated. That presence fully integrated with my phone and was attempting to push outwards. But it was hitting me like the cork at the end of a bottle. It kinda hurt.
That's fine. This is fine. This is just the person that we're inviting out to drinks and could possibly have. Yep. Everything's great.
To be honest. I love it where they're both quietly mumbling to themselves. She seemed nice though.
Let's go to better sleep than better.
She called me interesting.
That's lovely, 66B.
You start walking as the camera zooms away. We're gonna take our first break.
I love that she also vocally did not call 66B interesting. So we just drop that as like, okay. I fucking love this game. I wanna, like, I know it's like two scenes ago.
Bad.
I love Tuck the Fuck so much.
Yes, good. I'm glad. He's so
Very
fucking good.
small man.
In
My king.
Christian's DMs, we were both popping the fuck off about Tuck. And
I loved the. What the fuck do you mean it's not there yet? He's in a good mood.
he's in a good mood.
No.
I love that you understood who he is immediately.
And it's so perfect because what better way to make his mood even better than to present him with the absolute salvation to his day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A solution to all of his problems ever.
Oh my god. I used the phrase, I I've never seen a character more ready to hatch into a skeleton. He is ready to explode into bones. His bones are
Holy
ready to
shit.
explode out of him.
I imagine that when he's a skeleton, like, for some reason he has the same, like, scar on his skull that's been, like, hacked back together and sewed together as he has on his head.
Yeah,
like
the
a crack running through the
dent.
same spot.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Hey, welcome to the club. Fucking. You know, I'm also a zombie. Can I be part of the club? Okay, sorry for asking.
I'm sorry, you're just so cool.
I'm willing to give it all up for you.
Oh my god.
Yakuza comparison, the accountant.
Yeah, it's the accountant.
Oh my god.
Glad she didn't
He's
listen
a
to Bench's
very
phone. Yeah.
belligerent version of. He's a very belligerent and almost New York coded version of the accountant.
I adored that. No, the game's been fire so far. I've loved every scene. I did not expect I'm gonna take a break from the Church Williams scene either. That was like,
Everything's fine, guys. She's just letting him know. This is clear communication.
clear communication.
Exactly. It's so important when you're talking to your doctor.
I'm so sorry to
Then
install.
why aren't you telling me where your brain is? Don't you trust me?
I'm so sorry. We literally installed anxiety in William when we brought Chloe to the church.
Bold of you to assume that wasn't already in.
True! You're so right, though. I'm already like, no, I'm fine. This is normal.
Everything's fine. Everything's
Everything
normal.
is so fine and normal, and now B doesn't get to be there to make everything worse.
Alright, I'm gonna get some water.
Yeah, I'll chill.
You know
with
what?
Chad.
That's a really good idea. I'll be right back.
I'll chill with Chad and I'll take the next thing.
Yes, I am still here.
Oh.
I can do this all while still in here.
My God.
Because I sacrifice quality of mic for quality of life.
Let's go. I'm so happy that calling Lauren Briggs interaction went exactly the way it did. I've never been happier to roll high.
Yeah, no, like it's like I love it too, because that's why I immediately asked you of like, oh, do you do anything special? Because that interaction was right there for the taking, and I was like, if 66B notices this early, holy shit, we're in for it.
Oh man, that's such a fucking ride.
I'm getting another glass of Coca-Cola. Fuck it.
I'm hyped.
Oh, I'm glad. I love how the most normal woman ever only gets more normal the more we interact with her.
Just like Bench, the most normal man ever.
Yeah.
You seem pretty normal.
Takes off hat.
You're fucking Dio and Jotaro walking at each other.
Yeah.
Look at
I
their
can't get.
look at their normal auras. I can't get close.
Oh, you're approaching me? You did not set up an appointment and you are walking closer?
They're too normal. I can't see them with the naked eye.
I can't give you my business card unless I get closer.
66B is over in the corner doing the fucking old Joseph thing of commentating the entire fight.
Yeah.
Sorry, they're too normal. That much normalcy could kill a person.
I was actually very happy to get to explain how Tug the Fuck does things.
Yeah.
Because I love the fact that this motherfucker got big by weaponizing community.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Like
I
an
love him.
asshole.
You'd
Great.
love
No,
to
he's
see
great.
him.
Fucking, he's great.
He's the first. Finally, an unproblematic fave.
Finally.
Yeah.
I need my Tuck the Fuck fan cam. Oh my God.
Yeah, so I guess just to make it absolutely clear for the audience when it comes to Tug the Fuck and stuff like that, if you were suspecting that Welch basically just sent a message to Tug the Fuck after killing Peter and just saying there is a mole, call off the negotiations, they're trying to fuck us, and that immediately started a gang war before Tug the Fuck even got fucking actual evidence of this, you would be correct. This is
Yeah.
what happened.
That's fucking wild.
Good.
Good. I'm gonna be fully honest. I expected Tuck the Fuck to be another bench disguise. Because of how he's been alluded to as the shadowy figure. And then I expected to turn the chair around and it's just Bench sitting there.
I love how this campaign is like the campaign that's literally just like, the people that look the most normal, average people are the most dangerous.
Yes.
Me and my friend Tuck.
I literally, like, if you extrapolate from that, like, fucking, who's the most, like, fucking freaky ass cat, like, I guess it's 6XB and, fucking Banshee Beatrice. They're chilling. They're mostly chilling, probably. I don't know what that opening monologue was about. That shit was crazy. Or I guess
that's crazy.
Dialogue. That was crazy.
Just like some exposition. Some
it was
lore.
just like some normal exposition. What was that in the middle of it about the lesson that we gotta learn?
What?
What was that about that lesson?
What?
I
you talking
didn't
about?
have
What?
my notebook on hand when that was happening, so it didn't happen.
Nothing happened. That was.
I mean, it's fine because, like, you told me that you only take notes on stuff that Bench knows.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yup, absolutely.
it fits.
Which is great, because then that means, by the looks of it, that means that leaves that category 66B to acquire knowledge we shouldn't know.
Let's go.
Bench with a bigger mustache is just Tuck the Fuck.
Yeah. By that logic,
father.
the Knights of Ink are completely harmless. Yeah,
They
you
are,
should
yeah.
go talk to them.
They're your friends. They're here.
6XB, go talk.
you don't
Go talk to
understand.
your friend Knight of Ink.
You
Yes.
take off the helmet, and it's just John Normal looking face.
Yeah.
Oh man, I think the events of connecting to Lauren Briggs' fucking phone entity TM have wiped the events of watching Bench remove his mustache live on stream from 6XB's brain. That for them, they're like, what?
That's terrifying.
That's scary. Realizing
Had to
in
leave
real
before
time.
you saw it.
Realizing in real time that 6XB has like a certain level of face blindness and watching like the chief feature literally disappear from the hat and the mustache are gone and I'm scared.
Can people do this?
Can people? No, that's fucked up.
No, that's fucked up. That's
That's
crazy.
fucked up.
I'm gonna choose to believe that only Bench can do this.
I think Adam Dumas is the scariest guy because he puts on a normal man face.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a mask
Oh,
of a normal man's
the
face over
council
his...
elder?
Yes, his ghost, but he has a normal man ghost face mask
It's-
on. What the fuck?
He's literally normal man, but his not normal is so powerful it's exploding out of every other part of his body.
What are you talking about? He's a respectable politician. He's not even interfering with inner city affairs out of duty and respect for the position.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just so happens that we're in a crisis and the other seats need his support.
Yes. God do they?
I mean, if such a cute descendant of yours would come to your office pleading for help, wouldn't you?
Help. I would not. Maybe.
I came up with a secondary scheme or plan.
Ooh.
Fuck.
Ooh.
It's to make sure to, after this conversation, to cover Chloe's ass.
Ah.
I'm scared.
It was a very good thing that, like, you called her like right there and not like in a more
Yeah.
secure location because yeah.
We're gonna like basically oh god. In the upcoming conversation, I'm definitely going to like mention Chloe because like she already knows about Chloe. She's hunting her to death. And afterwards, this is like a future just in case you need to prep something, Bryn. You don't need to make this an event or anything. 66B is going to walk their happy ass over to another district. Leave their phone outside an abandoned building. Go inside the building and then sit for a little while and then leave and basically like go through, do the whole like, oh, if anybody accesses this building, like tape on the door bullshit. Just as a way of, if she decides, I'm gonna peek through 66B's cell phone and find where Chloe's hiding to wrap up another loose end, I will direct them elsewhere.
Thankfully, so far, no one could possibly fucking know that you guys have Chloe.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you
God.
guys have been very good at like keeping that under wraps and using like almost exclusively analog ways
Yes.
to keep her hidden. So yeah.
I learned from the best.
You know what? From that role and your mindset, if that makes sense, I'll give you this for free.
Yeah.
You don't think you know how like your body can only connect memories to your other body if they reunite? That means that there's no link there. So someone cannot trace your other body from one of your bodies because you have that like full-on, separation going on.
Oh, God bless.
God damn
That's
it,
the
I
like
needed-
trade-off.
Oh, fuck. Jay,
Yeah.
I've got to get you another phone.
Yeah.
I need to get you a series of fucking phones for your entire body.
We need something manual. We need a carrier pigeon, dude. for the body. Like, keep it off the grid. Get a carrier pigeon. Use that to relay messages.
The Steel Ball Run 11 men fucking phones.
Yeah,
All of them
yeah,
having
yeah.
phones for you so you could just call them all while you're doing shit.
It's like you do have a secure line.
No.
I think my advice would be never call her on that,
Yeah.
and you should be okay.
Yep.
Horrifying. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk the phone that we called her on to another district. So if she decides to peek again, she'll go, oh, they're keeping Chloe over there instead of in the church with the body. And then Body and Chloe are just gonna keep chilling. That doesn't need to be a scene. It's just something I'm doing to make sure, because goddamn. Carrier cat, yeah. Chat, you having fun? You having a good time? How's it going? You getting bamboozled? You getting scramboozled? Yeah. We love birds. Doing good. We do love birds here. That's a fact.
Especially white birds. Love white birds? You should get a white bird carrier pigeon.
Yeah, that's insane. I wonder where I got that idea from.
It looks a little wrong though.
Yeah.
Like not quite right.
Yeah.
It's a little translucent. Are you sure it's not sick?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hmm.
I wonder why ghosts are so capable of turning themselves into smaller projections of thought, and how like an old ghost who's had like a lot of time to practice could maybe do that over like a wide area. Maybe providing themselves multiple viewpoints.
Are you fucking
At the
insinuating
same
shit
time.
right now?
You know, I
can't
just
comment,
think with
but-
an adequate amount of time to play the game of unlife. You'll see it. It's near the end of the last board!
It's a really special power-up you can get.
It's a very, very special power-up that lets you put birds on the other boards so you can play more of the game of Unlife. Another moral.
Spies everywhere!
There's spies everywhere! I hate the city council!
The birds work for the bourgeoisie!
Oh my god! Of course, they're like white doves and bullshit. Where's my fucking proletariat to pigeons? Jeez.
Most wall-eyed, brown and green, fucking...
It's beautiful. Get that like bird of peace shit out of here. I'll fucking kill it and eat it. And Elaine Vega, I guess, has strong opinions on this.
Specifically about doves, damn.
I am rolling in my grave. Listen. Big War co-opted the dove as an image. It's fucked up, man.
It's crazy. Wouldn't it be Big Peace?
We love Big Peace, probably.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Loving this new 66B voice. You better hope that 66B does not find and consume Andalaine Vega's corpse.
God. Imagine they just, as part of their research into, like, politicians, they just go down a rabbit hole of Andalaine Vega propaganda.
Horrible.
Like,
And
speeches and shit.
Good question, actually. Does Andalaine Vega have a book?
yeah, he does.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Lovely. We need to get 66B the Andalaine Vega's little red book that he has.
Andalaine, I love this because Andalaine is so attempting to be anti-capitalist and always winds up as the most capitalistic motherfucker in the room by accident. So, like, he probably has a well-published book, and he probably made it by for a long time on the royalties of not only his board games, but his book, and he's just like, son of a bitch! I'm trying to divest myself of earthly possessions! Your royalties, sir. God, I love cigars!
What do you call it? Royalties, god damn it.
I understand smoking 3 cigars at once. I have to
Hi,
smoke
chat,
the
I can
money
see
away.
I just smoked the money away, killing myself in the process. If it destroys me, then it's okay.
It'll speed up my ascension to skeletonhood. My voice was always born to be a skeleton. You never even made it. Fucked up.
Fucked up. Fucked
There's
up.
still a chance. We need to go back in time and bring him to a church building.
We can still do it.
Where's that bitch Mobius?
I'm gonna use the bathroom really quick, and that'll be good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, chat. I can see you now. Hope you're having fun.
Hi, chat.
I have been having a lot of fun.
I'm having an absolute fucking blast. Everything is wonderful. This is the best thing that's ever happened. And I don't even mean that ironically.
We need Andalaine's extremist views to fight Mr. Bird Ghost. Yeah.
I fucking called that shit. I called that shit so fucking hard.
That the bird was Dumas. Here comes my question. Here comes my question. Is it Dumas?
I don't think it's Dumas, but I think he is. So full transparency, chat. My theory is that the bird's the narrator. That's my fucking theory.
I see.
I don't trust that shit. I don't trust birds. Bee's too bug coated. That's dangerous. They're gonna pick her off. Bird is Paul Von Reliable Narrator. Yup.
Oh yeah, I should do the spiel like I said I would do. So,
Yeah.
hi, hello YouTube. Doing the spiel now because I was told to do so a long while ago. I haven't done it, so out of respect for the wonderful people who advised me, I will do it now. I have a Patreon. You can see it in the description down below. Sorry. Essentially, it is a Patreon where all of the maps and icons for NPCs that I've made for this show, and many others for other things that I've done in the past, will all eventually end up there for you to be able to download and use in your own games, even if they're streamed. I don't mind. You don't even need to shout me out or anything. It is available for download for patrons if you support me, essentially, and if you want to help me keep making this show. If you like it enough, it would be a great help because GMing, especially GMing every week for stream, takes a lot of time, and it's very all-encompassing as a project. So as a result, one may have less time to do things like commissions or other stuff. So I would greatly appreciate it if you would support me on Patreon. You don't have to, obviously. No pressure. What else? On the Patreon, I tend to have all of the icons and stuff like that by name, etc., etc. Just to quell, because I've been asked before, just to reassure. No need to reuse them as the same character. That's literally, this is art for you to use. You don't need to fucking keep to canon or whatever the fuck. You do with it what you please.
No. If they're even remotely out of character or renamed, we will hunt you down with a pack of rats.
yeah, with a pack of rats, obviously.
It must be as close to canon as physically possible.
But yeah, that's my shill. Link is in the description down below. There, done. Did it.
Yeah, you did a good job. It's very pretty art. You get icons and maps, and it's all beautiful. And you get to go and play with them like little dolls. Maybe make them smooch. I don't know. It could be fun.
Need to get that sub because our campaign brewing needs skeletons for. There are a number of skeletons on it already. Yes. But yes, moving away from are the things that needs to be done under capitalism. I have I'm having a great time. It's very nice those more. It's very interesting those more free roam sessions because it's like.
I'm back.
Welcome back, because it's it's both on the GM side of things. It's both less work during the week and also slightly more, I guess stressful because I have to adapt, but it's also very fun because I really get to see the ripples of what the players do. I'm very glad for having introduced the free roam to this game.
I'm so excited for Christian to talk to Peter Moss to humanize him more, so that when I turn around and rat him out to Lauren Briggs 10 minutes later, I feel terrible about it.
I won't.
Ben humanizing people? Where do you see that?
Listen,
Never happened. Never happened once.
Never!
I've never done anything in my entire life.
Not even once.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm
Speaking
good.
of,
How are
that
you
will
guys
be
doing?
the next scene. I am ready to go.
Oh boy. Okay then.
Alright.
Goodbye, chat.
Bye, chat. So, Christian, are you there?
Yes.
You called the man as an interested party. It's always nice and simple when it comes to runner jobs. You're just somebody with a specific set of skills in need of money, and the client is someone with money who needs someone with a specific set of skills. Not many questions asked. They don't care about who you are, where you come from. They don't even want a background check to really make sure that you would be safe. They don't give a shit. That's the wonderful thing about Nosgorod. Humans are just numbers. You arrive at the place. He is down south waiting for you.
All right. Let me head on my way down. I see him, yeah. The gentleman known as Brian Forte marks his way forward, keeps an eye of all directions on the way out, visibly like he's checking, and then steps forward and announces to him, everyone around as I stand up to best allow myself to emote. Gentlemen, it's a pleasure to finally meet ya. The name's Mr. Forte. Brian, if you're feeling close. It's a great pleasure to finally meet Mr. Moss.
By the way, Jade, Laura, you have
God.
control over the the security.
Oh, yeah, of course, of course.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Ah, wonderful. I must admit, I was quite surprised when you contacted me out of nowhere, but I am glad to see such a jovial entrepreneur.
Well, of course. The moment I heard we had someone on over willing to do a little work the old Nosgorod way, well, I found myself in need of a well-paying employer, so I thought I'd come and say hi. After all, I got a good call and a good note down the grapevine about you, so I thought if there's a contract no one else is willing to take, you gotta know Brian's your guy.
Well, it's wonderful to start to make contacts like you within the city. Of course, I'm sure he takes out his datapad, sends you the contract. You already read it, but you know.
Oh, yeah.
And he kind of fucking just goes, of course, here's all the details. More information on the job itself after you sign, of course.
Oh, of course. He starts signing 2 of the signatures, but not all of them before he stops. I was like, oh, you know, Peter, I'm getting a mind ahead of myself. One moment. He stops, sort of adjusts his collar and stuff as he just sort of looks. I forgot to mention, you see, the funds being sent on over, I'm subcontracting for that nice tall gentleman. So I usually do part of I take the upfront fee, and as an exalt, if something goes wrong, they don't get their pay. That's how we're kind of working it. So I want to negotiate things, you know, the Nosgorod way.
Of course, I am
After all.
open for negotiations.
Of course. I mean, I am a professional after all. He kind of nods his head and dips down as he looks across the way. They've agreed to sign off 2 money ticks to me immediately and get the bonus pay if we do a good job on it.
He sort of like thinks. Can you give me like a roll to do?
Okay, sure thing. Let me roll to do here. Can I actually
11.
roll to die first?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Sorry, yeah. I need to actually... Why do I always start a session wounded?
I don't know.
Or locked out. That's fine. I think red will be good here. So now we'll try again. Okay, there we go.
Okay, so you can immediately tell that him like thinking about this and thinking it over, you know, it's all fucking bullshit. He's just gonna say yes because 2 ticks mean fucking nothing to this guy.
Of course.
But he is feigning having to like think about it so that you don't get any funny ideas if he agrees too quick. He thinks about it for a while and then, I think that could be agreeable. Yes.
Absolutely perfect. I love a guy who thinks quick and has a smart head on his shoulders. So then, Mr. Peter, Mr. Moss, I would like to ask you now, as he puts down and signs, showing him a swift signing of the signature, what would you have your runner do?
Well, my dearest friend, now that you have signed, I'm sure you understand, since we're doing it the Nosgorovian way, that you're a little bit more expected to finish the job, correct?
Expected? Well, with 6 ticks of money on the line, I'd expect to have it done by dinner.
Wonderful. Well, here's the deal. I'm sure a well-informed gentleman as yourself knows about someone by the names of Leon Smith, correct?
Leon Smith. Oh, yeah, I know that fella real good. Yeah, he kind of shifts his attention along the way. Give me 1 second because I want to make sure it's all good. As he shifts his attention and he's like, now what would you have to do with little old Leon Smith? What, a little personal grudge, or do you think it's something else? I deal with personal grudge. I can leave a personal little twist on it if you like.
I am intrigued. However, we're going to want to be discreet on this one. You see, good old Leon Smith and I have a little bit of a rivalry going on, kind of going for the same projects, you know. He's a little bit of a copycat like that. And so I just so happen to be very interested into something that he moved outside of the highest security that he has into something a bit more accessible lately, probably in his effort to get close to, well, here. Well, the deal with this is that on a specific date that he sends to you through the data pad, he will be receiving a visit from a oh-so-concerned Miss Shishani from the city council. At that moment, security will be a little bit distracted. One would think that when a counselor comes in, you would reinforce security, but not here, because our friend Leon Smith has things to hide. Therefore, he needs to very much continue to seem as a normal media company. And as he does, well, security will have to look a little bit more normal, one might say. Perfect for our purposes. You see, in that very building that he will receive Miss Shishani in, there is a safe. A pretty big one, probably guarded by some form of ghost. Some sort of sensor ghost, to be correct. And I just so happen to have the map of the place, because that used to belong to me.
Oh my goodness, sir, you've got a map. You're making my job even easier. Are you sure? Eight's almost too much, you think?
It's such easy money. Who's confused?
Oh, well, I'll make sure to make it all pretty for you for being such a generous man.
Wonderful. Well, within that safe you will find schematics and perhaps even a little bit of a prototype, if we're lucky. I need you to destroy all of it.
Of course. Well then, you need a prototype destroyed? Anything special with it? Should its existence remain a secret?
For now, yes. I would have it continue to be a secret.
I see, so none of this happened.
And
he can't go whining on over to some media corp about it or talk about it himself, or else he'd be boned, right?
Absolutely. Condemned to silence by his own little trickery.
Oh, you got it. He kind of goes over to the side and takes a look. Can I have the map and any other things I think might be useful?
Obviously. So, I will actually, because if I remember correctly, I have the thing ready and I did GM layer every icon on the map, so let me find that for you. Where is it? I'll find it. Ah, there it is. Okay, just making sure that I have everything. Yes, okay, so here is the map for you.
Ooh.
So as you study, I will describe certain things. So the more circuitry-looking things are basically points of access from a door to another. That's literally just to indicate on the map this is where you go.
Yes.
The golden squares that form path, that's vents. Essentially.
Gotcha. I'm taking a peek, yeah.
Don't you understand? I'm from Nosgorod. You're in an IMSIM now, baby.
You're an IMSIM now, baby.
Don't you
Thank you for
understand?
designing these perfectly good vents for me.
So the big like crosses over the walls of the safe.
Mhm.
That's to indicate that it's warded. So like a ghost can't get in.
Oh.
It is those are the only walls aside from the like exterior walls that are warded. So like if you get a ghost in, they can navigate way easier. But like the safe itself, there is only one way in, and that's that fucking secret passage ass fucking bookcase that's in the break room.
Oh my god.
And where are the vents again? Oh, that's the yes. I see.
That's the like
Yes.
squares.
Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
exactly.
Good to see. Yeah. Okay.
I can't believe
yeah.
they would be so prejudiced against ghosts.
Yeah,
Like, what
this
the
is-
fuck,
this is
guys?
fucked up. Fucked up.
I will-
really.
And they
I
said
will
that
tell
there was a
you-
ghost scanner.
A sense
Yeah,
of-
A
so
sensor ghost.
a sensor ghost is a type of ghost that has trained themselves into
Mm-hmm.
well detecting life forms. Essentially, it's like they're like a fucking radar. If you enter a certain area around them, they will just know you're there, like straight
Gotcha.
up.
And this is true for all types of undead and humans?
Yeah, all types of undead
Okay.
and humans. They are usually used exactly to counter other ghost operatives.
Okay.
Thankfully, most of the time, they're like in the way that I would say the area of detection of a sensor ghost most of the time, unless it's like a very talented one, is like, or like when I say a very talented, they're obviously very talented. They pay money for that shit, but like an exceptionally talented one, the kind of people that have a name, right? Unless it's someone like that, the range would basically be like one room on this map. However, since it's a ghost, they can post themselves wherever on the map.
Okay, gotcha. And those little X's by the path, and does that show that that area is also not be
Yeah,
able to be
it's
passed by
warded.
ghosts?
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's basically the only way is through the door, and a ghost can't even go through that door. It's also warded.
Gotcha. So ghost racism, ghost can't view schematics. Gotcha.
It's fucked up.
Yep. No allowed.
All right, perfect. Huh. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I will take us. I will let you look at it for a bit, and you
All
tell
right,
me when I take us back to the.
All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screenshot of this,
Yeah, lovely.
Oh,
and then
sorry.
I can ruminate on it on my own time.
Gaze at it lovingly.
Oh my god, I love this setup so fucking
Yes.
much, Bren.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Lovely. So I get us back to here. I will shift ping you. Wow. So, as you can see, easy money.
He looks at this not so easy money, and then he just goes, "Well, this'll be a cinch. All right. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Moss."
Of course! Here, as per negotiations, let me very quickly send that to you, and you get the equivalent of 2 ticks on the money clock in your, like, fake account.
Then the guard walks up as I raise up my hands high, like, "Gentlemen." I kind of turn on over to Moss and look disapprovingly at the other guy through the side eye, and then the other one. "You get these guys local?"
I, unfortunately, have to.
It's not quite all right. They don't understand that every pact, paperwork or otherwise, has to be sealed by a handshake. He puts out a handshake rather non-aggressively over to Moss.
Hold on. He pats your arm down. Fine, go ahead, sure.
Gotta approach the boss with respect.
Of course, the traditional Nosgorovian way. He shakes your hand. Which, to you, by the way, Bench, is very funny that he's so fucking dead set on like the Nosgorovian way. Because you know that like Peter Moss and even his dad, Rahab,
They
are
don't-
local to Libra. They are
Yeah,
not Nosgorovian at all.
I know they're fakers. I'm just leaning into it. They fucking man, you're so real.
Yeah, man.
So real.
Locals, am I right? Haha.
Am I right?
I I can't believe Peter Moss is a poser. No wonder he got ousted from his own media company.
Oh.
Well, now that all of this is done, on your
No.
way, I'll be expecting news.
Of course. Now, one more thing. I mentioned that personal touch that I love putting on a project like this. The Forte way, I call it. He kind of turns over. If you give me some kind of message that only you and Smith would know, I could do something that doesn't link back to you, but he'll get the message. Just something a little fun, a little jab. After all, he's gonna know it's you anyways if this happens, so might as well make sure that you insult him a little bit. Rub some salt in the wound.
Oh, he probably will. Oh, a personal message. Oh, that's so exhilarating. Well, he sort of he puts like a finger on his lips and like looks up to like start to think.
The boss is elated.
Ooh, I know. He takes out like a little. He basically gestures to one of his goons, right? And one of the goons provide essentially a little plastic bag, like a tiny little plastic bag.
Mhm.
And he puts on like a glove and reaches into his pocket and takes out a.
You want me to give him weed?
No, much more specific than that. He takes out essentially what would be in this world like a poker chip. Puts it in the plastic bag and hands it to you.
Oh, well, I see. I'll take that then. He kind of looks across.
A reminder of.
Let me ask you something, Bryn.
Yeah.
Did he touch the poker chip with his exposed hand?
No, he did it
Okay.
with a glove.
Okay. Okay. All right. I take it and put it in my pocket. Thank you very much, sir. And continue is going to say something.
He literally just like a reminder of simpler times for the old fella.
Will do. Now, you have a great day, Mr. Moss. I won't take a second more of your time. He immediately steps up and walks away to keep that.
Hey,
What a professional.
Wait.
What is it, gentlemen?
The boss hasn't felt the light in a very long time. Like, I have not seen him this. Things have been rough. So, you did something special for him.
I raise my hands up and put them on both of the boys and give them like a soft expression. Hard-working landlords like that, man. True nobility. Their life is full of struggle and strife, and it falls to us common men to keep them going.
Exactly. I'm glad you get it.
Oh, I get it.
He's been going through some rough times. So, I'm just saying, that special, extra little twist that you're putting on top of things, I appreciate it.
Oh my God, rough times. Do tell.
Somebody's got to think of landlords, man.
Jonathan,
Well, that's someone's me,
I want a
Mr.
soda.
Forte.
Go get one for me.
Of course.
I turn over to the other one. Oh, good day now.
Really appreciate you, man.
Oh, don't worry. I know who I am. Fast walks away.
Hey, Johnny, give me
All right.
one too.
So you unlocked your immersive sim mission.
Let's
cool.
go.
No, give me a thing. How many days do I have?
So we're gonna simplify this. It's a specific date, but like above table, it's whenever we decide it happens.
I have mechanics based off time, so if I get enough prep time, this will be easy.
So there is a secondary mechanic that I'd like to introduce about this setup.
Yes.
So, if 66B rats on Peter Moss and goes, Peter Moss is moving into the city and doing all of this shit, it might start a Lauren Briggs just kills him timer, which might mean we need to go in early and do it, and then act like, oh, we're just such professionals, you know? We got it
My
done.
specific goal with the taunt as well
Yes.
is to hopefully do this in a way that'll make Leon Smith immediately want to do something back, and then we take that contract too as Brian Forte.
Oh my god, that's...
It's the mercenary. All right, now that I fucked you over, I'm gonna take the other guy's contract and go back.
So,
The Nosgaravian way.
There's the Nosgaravian way. It's very funny because I sure have the 2 immersive sims ready.
Yes, perfect.
Amazing.
Because I literally was like, I don't know which one they'll side with if they side with anybody. And also, they could definitely want to like fuck them both over. And so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna prepare the both of the immersive sims.
Christian, can you go talk to Leon Smith now?
I'm gonna go talk to Leon Smith now.
Okay,
Yes.
so here's what I'm
That's a good
gonna
point.
do.
These contracts can be kept open as we go. So that's good. We've already got the criminal situation kind of dissolved right now. Things are going off ahead on ours. Great. So let's get this going.
If you go talk to Leon Smith and get his contract, B and I will go talk to Lauren Briggs and go, hi, both of them are coming to the district and pulling this shit here to get clocks above both of their heads. So we have them fuck each other over and then potentially get wiped off the map by the Bloodhound.
Oh my god, that's wonderful.
This is evil.
Now, this is what we call Nosgorovian business.
God, no, I love 16 ticks of money.
God, that would be so sexy.
Oh my god, I love this so much.
Let me go get another map to set up the Leon Smith
Please,
conversation.
go grab a Leon Smith. That was quick, and we need it to be done before we talk to Lauren.
Yes.
Okay. Let me go get.
In my head, then, this is just going to be an idea that Bench had, and he's immediately going to go in on it. And then I'll hear about the other stuff and be like, oh, we got to go quick then.
Yes.
I was going to take a week on this, but sure, let's go.
We gotta go fast and fuck them over. My favorite thing, there is one wrench that can fuck over all of this. And it's beautiful. If we talk to Charlotte Barlow and Charlotte goes, I want to team up with Leon, we'll go, oh, fuck, okay. And that's I love that.
yeah.
That's beautiful.
That might fuck up your plan at least.
So we're going in as Forte, right?
Yes.
Oh, you know it.
Give me 2
Okay.
seconds while you set this up. I'm gonna put us to BRB. Oh, this is, I'm fucking thriving.
This is fucking beautiful. I'm so happy.
God, I love killing people called PETA.
It really is because, if you had a nickel for every time.
I'd ask you not to count them yet, because I'm not done.
Listen, you leave that bodyguard out of this. He's doing his best. He's just a little yes man. Hi,
No.
chat.
Denied.
I don't really think that's me.
So I have a question for you. Do you
I have
want
an
to
answer.
go this as Forte or someone else?
I think. Well, that depends. I could make up a new disguise now if I wanted to.
Sure.
Brian Forte was one of my actual disguises. It depends. Would you just give me it, or do you think that would get trouble with Smith? Because, like, for Peter, he doesn't give a shit. For Smith, he's kind of a different guy.
True.
We've got a different read on him, so.
He is kind of a different guy. It's just like the reason why I'm asking this is because there is always a chance somehow that like one of them realized that they got fucked over by this Forte guy. This is just adding layers of like safety, but if you think you got it, you don't need to.
It'll depend. Yeah, I think I will actually. I just thought of something. If Smith pressures me on that, I have a backup plan, so I will make a new ID.
All right.
Person. I am going to, however. Oh, actually, hang on. Let me make a new person. One moment.
I believe in you. You've got this.
I have such a joke
Chat.
for you.
Okay, chat. Listen to me.
Oh my god.
You're gonna make the name. Get started. I'll be watching.
Oh my god.
I have a fucking I have a joke for you. There's literally an icon that's the same icon with a female version
Yes.
and has lipstick.
Give me a girl
God,
name. Give me a
yes.
girl name, chat.
This is fucking beautiful.
Oh my god, Forte art already. That's amazing.
Liam
so
That's
Jane.
insane.
Phil Pianis.
Oh my god, Pianissimo is an incredible last name.
She's
Lily
so
Forte.
quiet.
Pseudonym.
Get the fuck out. That's amazing.
Penny Copper.
Jane Cognito.
Becky
sneaky backstab. That's one of the guys I'd call in a fight.
Yeah.
No. That's the fucking thug.
Yeah.
That's your bloody ball.
That's your bloody ball.
Yeah. Actually, I'm going to make an adjustment on Jane Cognito really quick.
Oh.
And then I'm not saying it yet. I'm going to introduce myself, and that'll be the first time we have
Ooh,
it.
okay.
Nice.
I'm wondering if I can guess it. I'm gonna wait.
Yeah. All right.
I think my
Are you ready? Are we
I
ready?
think my pin just died. I'm going to get a new one. One moment.
Oh, yeah.
Very
yeah.
important.
Very
It is.
important.
God, this is
Gotta
so fun.
I love this amount of double crossing. This is wonderful. The
Absolute
Nosgorovian
fucking-
way.
The
Absolute fucking
Nosgorovian
insanity.
way.
Yeah. We're now playing Shadowrun.
I'm so happy we get to ping pong from, yes, of course, my good professional man, too. Now, I'm your friend, used car salesman.
It's the used cars salesman versus the snake oil salesman,
Yes,
and
yes,
I'm
yes.
so
Yeah.
fucking excited.
Oh, it's so good.
Fucking Peter Moss. I'm like, ooh, a personalized message. Ooh, exhilarating. Ooh. Fucking
I'm
asshole.
back.
Welcome back.
How are we going to betray Briggs in this? I had an idea that's like, obviously, we're gonna get in there and destroy the schematics, right? I mean, we're obviously taking a record of that shit.
Of course, obviously.
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 Look, I mean, we might be going after the VR tech right now. We don't know for sure. It could be something else.
No.
But it would make sense with shit being moved around right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's all coming together. It's turning into
It's all coming together.
it's what he said, controlled landslide, dude.
Yeah. It's fucking hilarious. I mean, you did say that you were gonna hatch something to like stop everyone in their tracks.
Yeah.
And that sure would.
Oh my god. It's working.
It's
doing it.
working.
I'm so happy seeing all the dominoes fall together. It's like, oh, this is awesome.
It's
All right, I'm ready.
It's what I live for. All right,
Okay, bringing us
I'm
back.
keeping the same track going
Of
because
course.
this is just the same movement for.
Yes. I will
Here you
reroll because
are.
it's a new scene.
Yes.
Like my stuff. Let's see. Let's see. If you want to ping me while I'm doing that. Thank you. All right, let's drop that swing.
You called the man and managed to get him to sit at the bench, haha, under the like clocks that 66B is supposed to keep track of.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's not. You know what? I'll lead in. It's a shape of approach, but I have my introductory plan. I'm locking in yellow.
Lovely.
Where is he? Where is he again? He's
He is down to the bench that has the clocks near it.
Okay.
Make your way through the empty streets, preparing yourself for yet another performance.
I round the corner. There's a clear bag to show the contents. After all, wouldn't want to scare a sniper or anything like that. As I walk forward, heels high as I step, click, click, click down the hallway as I approach and bring myself close to attention. Dressed in a very form-fitting suit, but still just moving very carefully, slowly, as I approach. And I take a little nod and take a seat down. This is an empty district. There's no way this is anything else but the contact. As I wait a few seconds, then look up. Now, sir, I did indeed get you a gift. I hope you enjoy it. I raise up a nectared up wine fucking bottle.
Well, aren't you a delight?
He accepts the gift, puts it like next to
It's
him.
just a gesture, darling. After all, I couldn't get anything worth your caliber. But,
It sure is nice to finally meet a professional in a town like this.
well, I believe in doing things the Nosgorovian way.
It's
Now, there's a
simply the best way.
I'm going to roll to that. Okay. So, okay, so that tells me I'm gonna lock out. I don't need this color. So
Yeah.
if I can get this over to work, at least get us started. Let me just roll a d6. See, 4. That brings it to 12. Is that middling?
That would be middling, yeah.
Okay, cool. So we'll get started. So essentially, what it does is I'm channeling my newfound interest in alcohol, and I'm going to talk to him and make metaphors about this as I go.
That's
And
so
like,
funny.
yes, truly a Nosgorod vintage feels fitting. After all, well aged, taken care of. You get the hints of the flavor all inside the drink, even with the little nectar. I think I'd like to do that this way as well. After all, I've been looking into things and looking for work, and the grapevine tells me so much that you're a man in need of trusted employees.
That I do, my friend, that I do. It's just, it's just been a pretty hostile environment around here, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Really? Why so? To a man
Ah,
like
you know.
yourself?
Just, old relationships turn sour is all.
I see. Is that what this job might be about?
It might just be.
He sort of like shifts around and sort of like takes out his data pad and kind of goes,
I assume that you know of an individual called Pierre Moss, yes?
I am aware, yes.
Well, lo and behold, used to know the guy, used to be in pretty good standing with him. But it turns out that this guy, he doesn't enjoy, competition the Nosgorovian way.
As would it be expected of a local,
Of course. But unfortunately, with his, petty, sour little rivalry that he got with me, well, unfortunately, he's starting to put, a little bit too much of a puts up too much of a fight, and starting to be a bit annoying for my
It's
own
not-
adventures.
I see. He doesn't know what business is. Thinks it's all a little personal, doesn't he?
It's how it is with people who just were born into riches, right? Not a self-made man like me.
No.
Bootstraps, you must understand.
Bootstraps. Why did I say that?
Poor little guy. Cut loose by daddy. He's got to find his own way now.
Tragic, really. But unfortunately, there's no place for feelings in business, so we're doing this instead.
What do you
The boy
got for
gotta
me,
learn a
darling?
lesson, and that lesson is he doesn't fuck with me.
What do you got for me, darling?
Here's what I got.
he sends like it's funny. So he sends you a contract. It is like almost like a carbon copy of the contract. It's the same shit. The only difference is that that you realize is that this job might be slightly harder.
I got myself a little bit of info on the stuff that he's been doing in the area. It's pretty close by, actually. Here's the itinerary through the catacombs to get to the place. Now, the place itself, it's a little bit of a mousetrap, if you know what I mean. It's like there's only one way in. It's thick walls, lots of wards everywhere. It's pretty bad.
I see.
But that's why I need someone like you. Someone can, get in, get out, undetected. Or,
Get you.
if you fancy, might make a bit of noise. I don't mind, as long as it doesn't get back to me.
Oh, a little bit of noise. A noise boy? Well, I'll see about what I can do. Quiet's always good as a start, but I'll keep it in mind.
Yeah. So, in the, in the fucking bowels of his little, tunnel that he dug for himself in the area, well, there just so happens to be a prototype and some schematics. You probably immediately know what it is once you see the room that it's in. It's gonna look like a fucking lab.
Oh, okay. Well, don't leave
I want
me
that
in
shit destroyed.
God, don't leave me in suspense. Tell me what it looks like, at least.
Don't you worry, you'll figure it out.
Hmm.
Of course, no word of this to anybody. No need to have any of this type of information or eventual product leak yet.
I see. And there's only one of these? One schematic, one thing? Don't gotta worry about backups?
He probably has some backups, but at least destroying the prototype will be a big
Teach him a
setback.
lesson.
Teach him a lesson. Set him back a little bit. All I need you to do is to slow him down in his venture.
And darling, this is a wonderful deal, and I'd like to accept out the gate, but I do have to mention, you've got me walking into a little mousetrap here, and the money's good, but I might need to acquire some more materials for the job.
Fair enough. Tell me, what might you need?
Well, I can do the shopping. I know the people. I'll just need a little front money to get care of buying the goods I'll need.
Front money ain't gonna cut it, doll. I know the deal too well. You gotta just ask me for a bunch of money, not gonna fucking use any of it for the job, and then you're just gonna fucking leave. I wasn't born yesterday.
I don't know what rats you've been running with, but I'm a professional.
Well, professional as you may be, that's that. I'm doing the shopping.
All right, darling. Well, let's see. In that case, let me. She stops. Show me the map.
So this time there is no map because unfortunately he has the way to like get you to the door, but there is no map on the inside. That's why it's a job that pays so well. At least that's what he says. It's why a job that. Why it's
Is it
a job
8
that
money
pays
ticks?
well. It is literally a full fucking clock, but since you can't like have him like do the since you have to have him do the shopping, the extra part is like, of course, any equipment that he gets you get to keep like afterwards.
Okay. Gotcha.
So if you want to order a special fancy thing, now's the time.
You should.
All right.
You should get something that you can resell for money.
I could do that, or that's possible too. Or I get something that gets me closer on a lead or something I want. So
I will also say, in terms of negotiations, the Nosgravian way, you could do two things here because of the fact that he has no map and you're going into a fucking like death trap essentially. You could either negotiate. You get the feel, right, that you could either negotiate for some of the money before, or you keep the money only after, but you ask for more money because of the risks.
that's what I think I'd probably go to. As I was gonna lead off when he said no map, I was actually going to follow up on that because like,
Lovely,
we don't have
yeah,
a
let's do that.
map. We don't even know what's beyond that door. Honey, this is pretty blind for me.
I have to admit, it's a bit risky. But you know, we all want a little bit of adrenaline in our lives. Why else would you do a job like this?
You could get adrenaline in a lot of safer ways. No, but you're right, honey. I love the rush. But if I do get out of this, I'd like a bonus mandatory pay for the danger. Consider it a cartography fee, along with the purchases for getting in.
Let me think about this.
And he does the exact same thing
Yeah.
Your boss did, where he fake thinks about it just so that you don't get funny ideas, and then basically goes,
All right, done. If you get this done,
I'll give you, and he like shows you a number, and it's the equivalent of 2 extra ticks on the money clock.
All right. Good deal. Now these rich kids, they oftentimes have some problem or have a lot of money they like spending on some special little goods, protecting their mansions and warehouses, defense grids, special things like that. So I'd like something that'd be able to break anything that comes at me if I get caught. For the loud option. As for the quiet, well, that'll just depend on what I find when I case the place.
Gotcha. So let's figure out your shopping list. So if you want the loud option, we could go for the old faithful that you already use, and he could give you a a grenade launcher.
That could be pretty good. I did also get that gun from Alice for someone else, which was like it's like something big for killing gangsters, essentially.
Yep, essentially.
What were you, Jay? Were you gonna say something?
Oh no.
Okay, gotcha.
So he could give you that. He could also give you essentially because like he assumes you're gonna form a team, right? But what he could also give you, if you want the loud option, is essentially give you the equivalent of like one of your abilities where you get like you can summon goons
Yes.
to you. He can basically arrange it so that you have a free use of that.
That's good too. I was going to say we could get ourselves some mercs of our own for this if we wanted, but you can't really resell mercs and
No.
that's the big thing.
This would
we want stuff
essentially be
reusable.
like the reason why it's so easy for him to give them to you is that those are not necessarily professionals. He would essentially get thugs for you. That's why
Yes.
it's for the loud option.
I can
They're
get
gonna
thugs
show up.
myself,
They're gonna
okay?
have. Yeah, true, very true.
Yeah. So
But you don't have to care about those ones.
that's true. That's true. All right. In that case, we're gonna get the weapons, and on top of that, okay. All right. Let me.
So yeah, write yourself down.
Yes.
Essentially,
I'll write that
Necrotech grenade launcher. You know what? Give me. Roll me 2d6s, and we'll see how many grenades you have.
That's good. 4.
4 grenades.
Okay. So. Gotcha. I'll do that.
So you have an AOE.
Nice. That's good. That's
He
good.
can he can also like there's that. So you're taking the weapon. So I think what I'm gonna do is that it's not gonna be for the grenades, but since it's like immersive sim and all that stuff, we are gonna have to keep track of your ammo this time.
That's true. That's true.
What I will say is that he probably gonna manage to give you like a the little favor that he's gonna do for you here is I'm basically gonna just like wipe the slate clean of ammo that would have been used in the past. He gives you a free refill of everything you have.
Gotcha.
For like right now. So like
Okay.
6B, etc. Like
Oh
get
my
your
God.
ammo back to full. You're good.
You know, I was really getting worried about my ammo stocks. Thank
Yeah,
you so much
yeah.
for this.
All right.
I mean, now you can
I've got it.
still press
Table
Okay.
stock replenished.
I know what I want.
Oh.
Because we have to go quick with these. If he's one of the other things I want to buy from him to buy for me isn't really a buy thing, so I'm thinking I can get away with it. I want him to get me an identity of someone who works for Moss. Could be at the facility or anything like that, because then I can cut forward and cheat getting a new person to go in with, so we can actually see what's on the inside.
Interesting. Okay, then you know what? Give me a roll to do, and we'll see how good an idea it is. You will get one, but let's see how good it is.
All right. Let me just perfect. Let's roll to do 20.
Ooh, 20. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That is beyond the hard threshold. So we're gonna get a pretty good identity.
Nice.
You get. Oh, you know what? I know how to make it good. You get an IT guy.
Oh, that's great.
A
You get an
fucking
IT
nerd.
Yeah, you get an IT guy that is essentially working for Moss, and how to put this? Tends to be easily swayed by the fairer sex.
Yes, I
as a
understand
result,
this.
it's pretty easy to get his idea off of him.
Perfect. So, all right, then. All of that's all we need then from him, then. Perfect.
Lovely.
All right then. Well, pleasure doing business with you.
Pleasure doing business with you too, Mr. Smith. Goodbye now. Don't want to take much of your time when you're such a busy man.
Of course. I'll be expecting news excitedly.
I nod and walk away.
So, as the camera zooms back and we go back to our title screen, are the other two ready
No.
to see their own CEO?
I'm sure this will
No.
be just as easy as what I just did, guys.
Yeah! Yeah, let's go!
By the way, it's something that I love because it kind of just happened that way. But I love how, like, the second you try to be any amount of, like, reasonable on the human level with these guys, it's the hardest thing ever. The scenes, drag on because you have to convince them, etc. The second you're like, I want to work for you, 10 seconds.
Yeah!
It's hilarious. So, I will get you into the bar. You will get a little bit of time before she arrives to like get comfortable. Let me find the bar. There it is. Just making sure that I have everything set up.
Oh,
Oh,
damn, I
Who
can't
did
believe
we-
Christian died.
Christian died. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Christian,
No! I'll take us to BRB.
Yeah, I guess so. Just in case, because like, since we have the like, he can pull the trigger to like introduce himself in the scene. I don't want
Yeah.
to do it without him.
Oh, yeah. Let's just give him a minute. Chat, how's it going?
Chat!
Chat.
Chat, how you doing? Chat. Oh god. Oh, this is wonderful.
Oh, I'm so hyped.
I have just so you know, I'm very happy that we're doing these because these maps and like immersive sims are the stuff that I tested with Neko and Mask.
Yes.
So that's how I use these two things to like test out the kits and all that stuff.
There it is.
Power internet flickered for a second.
Oh, I see.
But now we're good.
Welcome back.
I saw the test session. Neko and Mask are fucking great. I saw the test session with the first sim. It's so good.
Yeah. Oh my god, guys, I forgot to even say her name. Her name that's signed on the contact, Jin Cognito.
Jin Cognito.
Oh my fucking
Literally
God.
incredible. Oh my
Fucking
god.
amazing. All right.
You know,
Shit.
the funny part is, I was so close, I thought it was gonna be Ginny.
Oh.
God, that's such a creator of Bitcoin is named Central Intelligence ass fucking name.
Yeah.
Holy
But
shit. Yeah, let me
the
put
camera
this back.
centers back into bittersweet limbo as our wonderful people are waiting for somebody. I will admit I did not expect so much activity today, but willing to assist as always.
Well,
6XP
hopefully we
is
can get a good tab for you.
nodding. Yes, thank you very much for opening the place. As well as,
Of course.
all of the other assistance that you've been providing us.
It's my pleasure. Do you think I should bump up the prices?
Yes.
She's not gonna notice, right? Yes.
Oh.
I will
Absolutely.
do that.
I thought you were saying for us, too, which also, again, understandable.
Oh, no, not for you. I'm just, it's just, I've realized something that I should have done that also when you got the other CEO to come here, but she was so pleasant that I couldn't bring myself to.
So,
However, this one seems like a downright bitch, so I'm thinking that I might just do that. She's like, takes her data pad out and like starts fucking changing the prices on the
I
drinks.
mean, you're not wrong, but also, like, are you telling me you didn't do that when the boothers were here?
No, I guess I am not that good at the business.
Brain bench, the business. The
The
business. The business.
The business.
Honestly, at this point, I feel like you should just have, like, 2 different menus to just, like, automatically switch between or something. Just, like, with
I
different
suppose so.
prices.
Yes.
The VIP menu.
Oh, that's so good. We have been coordinating and contacting various unsavory individuals, CEOs.
Yes, I feel like all we've been doing is dealing with the unsavory, but needs to be done what needs to be done.
It's not all unsavory. Look at Mouse. He's savory.
He's also not a E CEO.
Exactly. Sometimes good things happen. It's 90% CEOs.
Where
Or
is he?
criminals, apparently.
Hey now.
He God, I'm making the joke from our chat canon. I think last I heard he was headed down to the catacombs. Something about a mouse trap.
Great.
He'll be fine.
I'm sure he will be. Probably. Hopefully. Unless he gets lost on the way, which is very likely.
In which case, you could be anywhere. You could be behind me right now.
She actually looks at the door and something like that, just expecting him to show up, but no one shows up.
Damn. Visibly disappointed.
You know, you could try texting him. You have a phone that isn't his, and he, hopefully, has his.
I'll reach down and text Mouse.
What do you text the mouse?
Where are you?
He sends you not words, but a picture. It's a selfie of him hanging out with Dusk in the catacombs.
Oh my god, I love that for him.
Slides it across the table. Oh, look at that. He looks happy.
I wasn't
just-
expecting the triple peace signs from Dusk, but alright.
You just received the picture you're going to look at during your Dame Dane cutscene.
I'm happy. Dusk seems to be good for his enrichment.
Yep, they're certainly, hopefully good for something. There's immediately so much fucking tension in her.
6XP's expression, again, flares up. Simple, positive, etc. For real though, Medicine, you should charge us more. You got shot the other day. We keep asking a lot of you.
Oh, do not worry. I am charging Chloe more,
Oh!
but not you.
Wait, that's how it works?
It is her fault that I got shot, not yours.
I'm doing mental calculations right now on how to keep my tab low.
Oh, it's fine, 6XP. You don't have to keep your tab
Oh,
low or
okay.
trying to make calculations. Just
wonderful.
grab all of this money that I'm throwing at you. I really hope you didn't actually take the offer that this awful man gave you.
No, of course not. Who would do something like that?
I'm
Good.
sorry, I feel like I'm... Wait, was that what he said to you?
Yes.
That was his pitch?
Yes.
It was one of the many horrible things he said, yes.
In-fucking-credible.
I love it. Oh, above table, we are fucking over this man so bad. On table, the characters are like, no, I would never bench in the background. Yes, I hope we can get along as future members of the district. As co-members of the... This is gonna be hard.
It is going to be difficult, but if we want to keep a good reputation, we probably should ease up on the hostilities. Or at least I should.
You've been very spicy recently. What's going on with that?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Really? All of the little snippy outbursts. There have been some conversations where your accent just goes insane.
Well, this is a stressful situation,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a lot to keep track of.
Mm-hmm.
And I am surrounded by idiotic people that take too many risks.
You made a joke about wanting to eat Bee's brain earlier, and I still don't know if it's a joke or not.
It's
Yeah,
a little historical reference. Don't worry about it.
That's. That's right. You don't really know much about. She kind of glances over at 66B. Prior to Corpse Hood proper, zombies were not necessarily. Well, they were made from people, but they didn't retain themselves. At least, back in the day.
Blank, 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 blank. So, what were they like?
Puppets, essentially. Back in those days, puppetry was the only type of necromancy that existed.
Oh. Oh, so a puppet maker, huh? Thinking.
Well, that's a different type of things. They were the doll maker makes actual dolls, figures, puppets, stuff like that.
Good.
It's an unfortunate little generalizations. The name just caught on in the various circles.
Something that the church prefers to remain forgotten.
Blink, 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 blink. Looks back and forth. What does that have to do with eating brains?
Okay, well, I guess might as well get out with it. Back in the day, when well, it's not even back in the day. I guess it still sort of happens when a puppeteer is around. A corpse that has been reanimated without a person inside. When the strings are cut loose, they have a sort of hunger to replace what is not there. We all have the cerebral pearl, yes? That is where our ego is, our soul is. A corpse that is puppeteer does not have that. They are empty. And so the theory is that their body is almost automatically trying to replace that, trying to be whole again. And so as a result, they try to consume cerebral pearls, which leads to them trying to consume brains.
Blue Stat wins out the most and knows exactly what's happening. They think about Madison, they think about Bench, they think about the zombies they know, and then the Blue Stat speaks out loud in front of everyone and goes, "Oh no, I'm developing harmful stereotypes." Brain Bench, save me!
66B, you have to understand. It's okay to want to eat brains. All zombies think it. But you should understand that it's not being a zombie that makes you eat brains. It's having a lack of self-control. There are good zombies that don't eat brains and bad zombies that do. It's not because a zombie, because they are a cannibal.
Thank you, Brain Bench.
Oh my god! Holy shit!
shit.
Yeah, I'm a slap this onto my the truth is out there Knight's Code to extrapolate this into a new, deeply problematic assumption that the cannibal Illuminati is out there somewhere.
Oh, thank you. You understand.
I guess I have a question for you.
Yes.
Considering the nature of the conversation, would you like me to retreat to the back or upstairs before she arrives?
I think it's fine any direction. With how this individual is and how well connected she is, I don't think it matters how many or few people hear or do not overhear our conversation.
Also, do you really want one of us manning the bar?
I will stay here then.
That's what I fucking thought. Probably.
Almost on cue, you hear the little, the little ding ding little bell of the door over here as somebody enters.
Cool music change.
Uh,
Bro, why is your theme scary?
I don't know, I'm so friendly. Hello.
She's so normal!
She's so normal and friendly.
Well, what a silent little nook in the city. It's refreshing, really.
It's so nice around here. Please, did you enjoy? Thinks about what people like. The view. On the way over.
The view? She thinks about it. I guess it's nice to see the height of the buildings decrease somewhat. We get a little bit better view of the sky. She sort of gets close. But I am so sorry. I should introduce myself. She gets close, extends a hand. Lauren Briggs.
66B, it is a pleasure to meet you.
66B? Well, that's unusual. She shakes your hand. And who is our most lovely bartender? Oh, you can call me Madison. I will be providing service today. Of course. Well, thank you so much for your work. She extends a hand. Madison shakes it. And then on to the main course. She crosses her legs and looks at Yubi. How have you been?
It's been a busy day. I just thought that maybe unwinding a bit would be nice, and I remembered your offer. Alcohol isn't really one of my vices, but I hear it's good for making friends. She makes a vague gesture, just like, I don't know.
It's a good way to socialize. People get a little bit looser in a bar. And I guess that I want a little bit of relaxation for myself. She orders a fucking fancy ass cocktail with no nectar in it. It seems that she is still in the first stage of life.
What the fuck? That's so normal.
That's so normal.
Oh my God,
what
that's
a
so
normal
normal.
woman.
Wait, she's...
Yeah, obviously she doesn't even notice the difference in prices.
yeah,
Of
no, the
course.
VIP menu.
VIP.
For
Work
VIPs.
doing the cocktail.
Huh. Hey, Bryn. Do we
Yes?
get any sense of whatever that presence was chilling out around her in the room? And I'm gonna fucking ping for that thing.
So here's the problem with that, and that's directly with how your powers work.
Yes.
You can extend your consciousness, yes, but you need to place something within your neck hole in order to do so.
Yeah,
That's the main issue.
Literally, I'm not even trying to spread at all. I just want to know if something's fucking looking at us right now.
Well, that would be the issue. Is
Yeah.
that your ways of detecting it was through technology. You don't know how to detect it without that connection.
Okay, that's interesting.
Ooh, I have a suggestion.
Yeah.
Literally, you could just be like, "Oh, hang on, I need to make a call or text someone and just go to the back room real quick."
Yeah, that makes
pretend
sense.
someone's pinged you or something.
That's very smart. 66B will almost immediately stand up and go, I apologize. So rude of me. It seems I have a very important contact to get in touch with. They
Of course.
sweep their way back over here and are gonna do exactly that.
While
Cell
you do
phone.
that, she kind of
Yeah.
continues towards Beatrice, just like, it's a Sorry, fucking started doing French accent. It's an intriguing friend that you have there. I didn't know you had connections in ink.
I don't.
She kind of like tilts her head.
She just smiles.
Oh, playing mysterious, are we? Okay, I can enjoy this. She crosses her legs and like grabs the cocktail that Medicine gives her.
Well, according to you, apparently it's inescapable for me.
That it is. She takes a sip as 66B, you jam the phone
Yeah.
into your thing. So, immediately, so roll me your d6 plus 2
D6 plus 2.
to see how many you get in the area.
3!
3! Okay, that's
works for
pretty
me.
good. So, you get, so you immediately detect 1, 2, 3. Yeah, actually, just 3 phones in the area. There is her phone, Lauren Briggs. There is Madison's phone, and there is the phone of the bar itself.
Right.
You can take control over all of them.
Sweet. They are just going to use their phone. They're gonna get in touch with their phone to see if any sort of that presence is interacting, like if it's a passive thing or if it's something that she needs to do through technology.
It seems that currently it is absent.
That is good to fucking know. Okay, cool. That's they're gonna walk their way back over. And they sit down and they're like, wrong number. I must have gotten a misunderstanding.
Oh, everything good, I hope.
Yes, of course. Better than good.
Wonderful. She sort of looks at you. I understand that Beatrice here will not drink, but are you also abstinent?
Unfortunately, it doesn't particularly have a strong effect on me. As much as I wish to drink and cut loose, such things are physically beyond my current capability. They gesture and sweep their hand through the front of their face, distorting it.
Fascinating. Well, it feels kind of bad, I suppose. I'm the only one indulging. Oh well. Oh, if it will make you more at ease, I can indulge myself. Oh, you're such a darling. Madison will serve herself like a very quick cocktail. Nothing strong, but just like something to put Lauren at ease.
Yes. 66B is going to move their way forwards and... Oh no.
So, catch me up. What has been going on in your life? You said that you were very busy and in need of relaxation. I hope everything is all right.
Oh God!
66B looks over at B. Yeah.
I'm just gonna. Okay. All right. Okay. It's just a lot of things. An old friend came by and is visiting, which has stirred up some old conversations, and it's been unnecessary stress that I was not planning for.
Well, she sort of like toasts in the air to relationships and how complicated they get. She takes a sippy.
Very complicated indeed.
Well, I will definitely tell you that I do not intend to make this any complicated at all. I am here to have a good time, and I hope to show you a good time.
Wonderful. I'm glad to hear that. By the way, how was your meeting with Necromancer Holden? Hopefully she wasn't too prickly after me and Dr. Bench left.
Oh, well, unfortunately, I get the feeling that prickly is simply her default state of being, but it went well for what it was. it is always a bit tense when, well, speaking of old relationships that turned sour, it's never easy to meet somebody from a different city-state than Libra. The old blood feud between all of the city-states it runs deep. So as a result, animosity is unavoidable, I think. But we stayed pretty civil, and I consider my duty done to make myself known and make sure that everything was okay. Making sure I don't trample upon boundaries.
Above table. If 66B goes into what they want to talk to this individual about, it will be like driving a train through the side of the conversation. So I turn to you, Alora. Get whatever info you want from her before that happens, then tap me on the shoulder.
So I'm gonna be so super for
Yeah.
really reals
Yeah.
for you right
Yeah.
now. The only reason that B agreed to this
Yeah.
was so that you could get this conversation.
Fantastic.
She's putting on a very friendly face right now. She you can tell from just the observation of her over the months, she's uncomfortable. She doesn't like being here. She doesn't like this woman.
Lovely. Okay. In that case, 66B is going to, thunk. Actually sort of hit the side of the, counter as they stand up and they actually thump, 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 and they walk over here. And, Bryn, could you send me to the, church map with Chloe on it really quick?
Ooh, okay. Like a flashback?
God.
Yeah, or it's what's happening right now over there.
Oh,
because
okay.
of-
Yeah.
yep.
Absolutely. Let me get that for you. I think I still have
Yeah,
you
yeah.
and Chloe over
Uh,
there.
So, right before you swap,
Yes.
66B makes their way around and their presence shifts. Eyes almost darting away from their face, they shift into an almost pure smoky state, their towering figure dwarfing the person in front of them. Smoke almost crackling around them. And if you could send me over.
I was shifting you. Whoop.
Somewhere else in the city, they're going through an entirely different experience. They're talking, trying to laugh, trying to stay as positive as physically possible as the weight of this person's reality slowly bears down on them. They're trying to keep a positive expression, but there's something else. They're starting to get that same creased brow that she does. They're starting to realize something. They're starting to realize the actual weight that protecting a single life actually holds. Back over to the bar, please.
I see. Lovely. Let me get you back to Bittersweet Limbo. Up.
Okay. They make their way over here. You roll a dice. Oh, yes, okay. They focus on this sensation, and they start to understand. They look around the bar for a split second with eyes that don't see. Every bit of smoke perceiving promises that they made in this place. Promises to help others. The idea that they could swing things in favor just by being strong, determined, just by following the code. They make their way forward, realizing now that the weight of even protecting one life is something too heavy for one person to bear. The only course through is with drastic action. They move their way forwards. Cut the music, please. And their head bows down. Please call your goons off of Chloe Thorpe. It's quiet.
Oh,
A rattle. Something straight to the point. All they could do, all of this thinking, all of this scheming, drove back to one similar point. The only thing they can do. Ask. Beg even if it's pitiful.
There is a moment of silence. Even Madison doesn't really quite know how to react to that. I would assume that B also did not expect that specific outcome.
B's expression is a mixture of absolute shock and immediate concern.
She was facing away from you,
Yeah.
6B,
Yeah.
and before she swivels the chair around, you hear, and here I was, thinking I would get away from work. She turns around. Chloe Thorpe, now that's a name I haven't heard in a little bit of time.
6B is silent. Their body shifts, a twinge traveling from one finger up to the shoulder, almost like the arm of a puppet cracking into place. This body again adjusting itself. I've seen almost directly what your influence is capable of. It's enough. She doesn't have the information you need, or the information you're looking for. Leave her alone.
So you are the ones that are harboring her. Okay.
There's silence.
What has she told you, I wonder?
They remain motionless. And something crackles to the surface. No, I gotta get Red out of here.
Get out of here.
Oh, it's back!
Does not want to get out of here.
She filled me in, at the very least. It's funny, their voice is almost struggling. On how hard she's been running from you.
Well, unfortunately, my dear new friend, this is sort of what one gets when they stick their nose when it doesn't belong.
They... Again, figure jolts up. And begins
Jesus fucking Christ, Red.
looming once more. And again, bows its head. The presence of animosity fading as the smoke gently wavers back and forth. Please. She was used as somebody else's patsy. She doesn't need to die for this.
She thinks about it for a second. Why would you go out of your way to defend her? That doesn't seem like it would fit your prerogatives, at least from what I understand. Perhaps I don't understand you.
Prerogatives?
She sort of like, she looks back at UB, and then looks back at 66B. She leans down to get very close to you, 66B, and whispers, "You don't know what you are, do you?"
And from the mist, something resonates outwards. It's a feeling that has allowed them not only to suspect Chloe at first, but one that's made them intimately familiar with her situation. I know what it's like to be running and afraid. I know what it's like to be in the dark. I know what it's like to feel utterly alone. I don't know what I am, but that's enough. Their eye opens and stares.
She leans back in her seat, sort of like uncrosses her legs, crosses them again in a different direction. takes a sip of her cocktail. Well, let's say that I trust you, that I believe you, that she doesn't know what I think she knows, that she is not a problem for me or my partners or my operations. Let's say that I sweep her under the rug. What's in it for me?
6XB's body again flutters and settles. When we were connected on the phone earlier, I gained a sense of an ability similar to my own. Chloe was used as a patsy that was not your only infiltrator. She was used to take the heat, while someone who actually was interested in your operation walked away with no issue.
Do you know where Orchid Osmara is?
Their head slowly tilts back and forwards, a slow, sad motion. If I did, I would not be begging. Instead,
Oh, that's tragic. You don't seem to have much for me now, do you?
instead, their visage fades once more. I know the location and the interest of the others who are pursuing this similar project.
Do you now? Well, friend, could you tell me what project that might be?
6XB is going to, 6XB is going to move over and produce Peter Moss's runner contract. Somebody in the interest of, quote, fucking over Lauren Briggs. Like they all
She looks
are.
over at the thing. Ah, yes, the petty loose ends.
This is not the only offer I've received, and similarly, this is not the only offer our district has received. They turn over and look. Beyond Chloe herself, I have no interest in blood being spilled here. You have your business. Please conduct it elsewhere. If you agree to this, I am more than willing to share those that would turn the location of those that would turn our district into a battlefield.
She swivels again. She was kind of leaning against the bar, sort of like looking passively at the contract that you presented. Then she swivels to like face you proper. See, the unfortunate thing about that is that when it comes to location and interest, you're simply giving me things that I already knew.
Their face goes silent again.
But there is one thing that I'm interested in. She sort of leans forward, places one finger on your plate. You.
Horrible. Love it. That's JOOC. 6XB, dead silent tin can. Me like, let's go!
You just presented me with a very interesting thing. Something that has ties to business that is far above those petty loose ends. And yet you don't know what you are. You don't have a side that you're on. And that, my friend, that is something I'm interested in. So if you are so desperate to save that wonderful little Chloe, I think I'm gonna need you in my employ.
Their figure grows silent. And they turn and look. What's the rest of the room looking like?
Yeah.
Up until so, full honesty,
Yeah.
on a scale of just totally fine, actually fine, to B's fucking pissed, B's been, like, visibly doing her absolute damnedest to be on the calmer end of the spectrum ever since yesterday. She has been, even after her brain was removed from the church, she has been actively trying to remain calm, and even when she was on the grumpier end, it was like, nope, I'm gonna stay calm. She's visibly vibrating with rage right now. She's so the moment that Lauren Briggs brought up the idea of bringing you into her employ, she is barely containing just venom right now.
Oh.
I'll give you this for free because you know exactly where her gun is under the bar.
Queen!
Madison, my love.
She's not taking it out or preparing to attack. She is just like essentially preparing for a firefight and kind of like just checking the exits and all that stuff. And that's probably something that comes to you at this point. Lauren Briggs is currently supposedly alone,
She's
surrounded by
alarmed,
3
yeah.
people. So this is sus as fuck. Why is she so arrogant? Why is she so ready to talk openly about this? Something is wrong. And so basically Madison is like desperately trying to figure out something about the situation.
Oh, that's so sick. Okay. 66B stops and moves backwards. They place themselves here. And getting the red and also the blue together, I think they internalize the states of everybody else in the room, and consciousness returns slightly. Their form physically relaxes, visibly, and they look overhead at Lauren, and their face shifts to a more gentle smile. I'm afraid I can't consider anything. Well, her life is being held against me. Life is a heavy thing. It's what I've realized most recently. If you want my assistance, if you want my employment, there's a simple way to do it. Ask. I'm willing to help.
God, you say this and she actually chuckles. Like full on like okay. Fascinating. Oh, what a pure soul you are. Well. Then I'm asking. Here's what I propose. If her life is not enough to decide you, I know things about you. I'm probably one of the only people that you could ask questions to that will not try to capture you and open you like a frog on a high school table for this dissection. I can do that for you. Also, since you want the blood to stay away from the district, well, I can offer you to stain your own hands in order for the blood to pool away from your little home.
It's big. Their face remains motionless. And this wouldn't bring it to the district.
Well, that would be up to you, now wouldn't it?
Oh boy. Their figure goes silent again. It is a very...
Here's the deal that I propose to you. I, until she manifests and fucks with my business again, will forget about Clarythorpe. In exchange, one head is one question for me.
Oh, it's so good. 66B gives the vaguest indication of an affirmative, of a like understood, but otherwise their body is motionless. Thank you. And they make their way over here, and they sit down.
I will expect to hear about the CEO blood spilled shortly. Well, she puts the drink on the bar. It seems that unfortunately the relaxing mood has shifted to something a little too dour for my taste. She gets up. So I will find my recreation elsewhere. It was lovely seeing you all. Lovely doing business with you. Ta-ta! And she starts strutting her way out. The little ding-ding of the door, confirming her exit.
Okay. Above table. 66B. Above table. 66B is very worked up, and I'm gonna emotionally outpour. Realistically speaking, this is everything I wanted, and I'm doing great. Everybody double, triple thumbs up. Y'all are wonderful.
Sick.
66B feels her go, and their large frame touches down on the bar. And B, as you look over, you see a shift and a shake in their body. The smoke starting to wisp and turn up and twist together. And it's only because you've spent so much time with them, particularly recently, you recognize that they're crying. Their body slumps forwards as they look down, and their voice echoes out. Very little change in pitch, but still perceptible if you know them well enough. I didn't realize how hard it was to actually preserve a life. I didn't know how heavy it was. I had no idea. They look down at the table and they feel their elbow grind up against it. I have no idea what I can do. What can one person do alone?
There is a brief moment. You hear nothing, but you feel arms encircle around your shoulders as B pulls you into a hug.
Fuck me.
There's
So,
just
yeah.
a very
Go
brief moment. Her forehead just presses against the pauldron, and she very quietly goes, "It's a good thing you're not alone then, huh?"
Fuck.
So, I have a proposition, because I have an end scene
Yeah.
that basically goes very well with this. Do we want to end this here?
I'd say so.
I'd be down.
We've got a lot of setup.
Before that happens, I'd actually like to change my red stat. With not only that last scene, but with what B just did. I'm replacing red stat with red stat was already very hard on its sleeve. Now it is 100%. I'm changing it to bleeding heart. Literally, we're shifting it over in that direction.
Damn.
Okay. Nice, good shit, squad. Oh, hit me with
did it,
bro.
fam.
So, here's the deal. As you accept the hug, as you embrace this small moment of camaraderie, of perhaps peace, you find your own your own emotions, all of this distress, this confusion, echo. It's strange. It's both deep inside of you, but also far, far away.
Oh! Oh! I shift forward. I try to extend a tendril. I try to communicate. Words. Normal, everyday conversation. Communicate. Share. Normal. 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 Talk. It should be simple. People talk to each other like this, right? They use words. They're all very good at it. They share things. Everyday observances. The view on the way over. The view was nice, wasn't it? Open it with something like that. Don't let them see. Don't let them see. Don't let them see. It's normal. This is how people are. They're not gatherings. They're not data sets. They gather together in those places. Mazes. Words of logic. Away. It's frightening, isn't it? I'm with friends.
And we're gonna end up here.
I'm not gonna scream. I have neighbors. Everything is fine.
Oh my god, it's the ship's back! Holy shit!
That was a pretty scary dream. You should take some meds.
Thanks, Brain Bench. Very
No, that's
cool.
me.
66B, you gotta stop downing that nectared up
I lost my nectared up fuck hunk stat today.
It's just, you can't keep doing this. Would
I
you
guess
take
so.
Benadryl? Is that what this is?
Yes, this is the shaking 66B session.
Oh, that was
my
so fucking peak, squad. Holy shit. We got fan art, but before that, y'all, amazing fucking session.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was so good.
I'm having a wonderful time, guys. I mean that from the bottom of my fucking heart.
Normal Saturday in NECROVERITAS.
Normal Saturday!
We love Normal Saturday in NECROVERITAS.
Oh, it's so normal every time.
Oh my god. Holy shit, y'all
Holy
are
shit.
the fucking best. Okay, I'm taking us to fan art.
Okay, fair
All
enough.
right.
That ain't fan art. That's a chat window with a bunch of screaming rats in it. Why are you doing
Which
this?
is still
to me?
beautiful.
It's still beautiful in its own way.
It's wonderful.
Chat, I'm deleting your window. So thank you. Maps to
Goodbye,
this one.
chat forever.
So
Goodbye
fucking
forever.
long. From Honor Spell, we've got we got the ultimate. I gotta share it to the squad. We got the ship of a lifetime, honestly.
Oh my god.
I fucking love the Illuminati ass pyramid.
Remember the simpler times where it was about ships and funny jokes?
NECROVERITAS is
Oh my
always
God.
about funny jokes, like the game of On Life.
There you go.
You understand nothing!
You understand nothing.
The most fun I've had in ages. Paul Von Reliable narrating educational. The Church of
Oh,
I'm gonna die.
from Raise 512, of course, and this is from BH Behemoth.
Oh my god.
Oh god,
It's all
yeah,
you,
hang
bro.
on. Excuse me, where might I find Tuck?
I'm sorry, I don't know anyone by that name.
Ah, of course, the entire title. My swear jar will be filled today.
From Honor Spell. That sure was this session, huh?
Literally,
Yeah.
no. It's so funny because I literally had this conversation yesterday with Bryn of just like, oh, he's totally a skeleton, right? And him being like, is he though? And I'm like, wait, what?
From BH Behemoth, Zipper for easy access.
He taught me everything I know.
From BH Behemoth.
I said crate of guns! Wait, can make this work, yes.
God, that was this session. Oh, from Pupcat, dude.
Oh my goodness.
God, it's so good. From BH Behemoth.
Oh my god. It says the bonus is only available with subtlety.
We should consider this bonus impossible. After this session, yes.
Yeah.
Poetry, hard success. Oh my god, I love these from Pupcat, dude. Please continue
That's
to check the
wonderful.
disco fan art. It's fucking wonderful. From BH Behemoth. I love it. Oh my god. With the cell phone reception.
God, yeah.
Oh.
For another tick of money, I will even consider including a customized cake.
Oh my! Now this is a contractor. Do you have red velvet? I feel it sends a message.
It would be
Forte!
amazing.
From Pupcat, dude.
Wonderful.
And then oh god.
Get that dosh.
From BH Behemoth.
Daster Mystery Incognito.
From Pupcat, dude, it's Shincognito!
Lovely.
Yes.
And from Pupcat,
Ooh.
dude, that thing across the phone. I am so fucking scared about the fact that she knows what the fuck 66B is, and apparently has one checking her phone!
Oh,
it's,
talking about.
it's so
Everything's fine.
Bro, do you know the shape? You have to tell me if you know the shape.
You're legally
I'll
required
tell you
to
if
tell
I
me.
know the shape after you kill someone for me.
Listen, it's fine. Bench's got it handled.
It's like, I love how well the dominoes are falling.
Yeah.
Of just like, you're getting the exact setup you need.
Yeah!
Oh, it's awful.
Listen, bro, it's fucking perfect. Oh my god. So, wonderful session, squad.
Holy shit.
Holy
Indeed.
shit, I
Hot
can-
damn.
what a fucking good NECROVERITAS. Chat, I see you again. Hi. I hope you had a fantastic time, and thank you everybody for playing, and Bryn, thank you for GMing.
Thank you so much for playing with me. I'm having a great time.
Holy shit. Okay. Well, chat, see you same NECROVERITAS time, same NECROVERITAS week. Bye!
Bye-bye!